What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it. If you're actually new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel and also drop a like on the video, man. Most importantly, there. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's not waste any time and hesitate. Use Dariq Whitehead. You guys see the graphics, you see the title, and Dariq Whitehead has an ugly shooting performance in his summer league debut. Is it time to panic? I don't know necessarily. Well, see the guys that are playing in summer league, they had 10 fouls, so they can actually be overly aggressive, overly physical there. This, but I think in the NBA, Daniel, what's going on? Jonathan, what's going on, man? See you guys in the chat. So these guys can actually be overly physical, and I think really in a real game, when it comes to the NBA, these players actually got to pick and choose their spots. The referees, how they can be sometimes. They can be very ticky tackish with the calls, and that can give Whitehead some wiggle room. But I think he shot, was it 1 for 12, and maybe they should have Clowney come up, set some screens. Let's see if he can actually shoot off the screens. If not, as soon as these guys start closing out on you, he needs to really, really attack that closeout right there. Um, and sometimes you got really, really good defenders who can actually recover off the closeouts, and you want to probably try to keep that defender on your hip right there if you can, and just keep going to the basket, and it'll actually bring the center out. I mean, that guy Walker, I think he's like 6'8", 240 pounds, man. He was a physical beast. So it would be hard for like an Isaiah Whitehead to actually really, get in there, like draw contact against him. You're not going to really move that guy and really kind of finish on him and actually draw fouls. So that you should know Clowney. I think he tried to put the ball on the floor. We're gonna get to him in about 4 or 5 minutes. He tried to put the ball on the floor and ran into Walker, and it's like, all right, that's where the skill development actually has to come in. You need to, show. Well, Clowney had to show that he can actually hit some shots first and bring that guy out, man. But he was a monster. This is what I try to tell you guys, man. Like, weight, it matters. And if you're a grown man listening to this, go out there and play against like an 11, 12-year-old, a 13-year-old. I mean, they're not going to be able to do anything, against you because of your physical weight. So I always harp on stuff like this. So Clowney has to really develop. But back to Whitehead. So yeah, I said maybe and to answer Jonathan's question, let me see. He says, question for you. Given Whitehead missed last year, do you think it's fair to let him play games in the G League and build up consistency and bring him up towards the end of the season? Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. But again, I want to see him play like in preseason, and I want to see him because I mean, these, like I said, you have 10 fouls, man. There's 10 fouls, and these guys are being real physical, being real aggressive, man, real aggressive. And he's missed a lot of time, and it's going to take some time for Whitehead to really kind of adjust somewhat. And it's also like the psychological impact of the foot. You're really going to think about that. So who knows if he really kind of fully trusts his body yet to like make certain moves. Now, the explosiveness and the athleticism from high school, I didn't necessarily see that. But we'll definitely see. I guess again, the grade for him is actually to be to be determined right there. So yeah, Jalen Wilson, I mean, standout game. I think he had like 25 points. So if he can actually expand on this, you like his size, 6'7", 225 pounds. What was the scout report? Because they didn't really have a negative. They had a. Let me look at the scout report for Dariq Whitehead first. I mean, they compared him to Anthony Morrow, and it's kind of looking more like that when you see it. And these are professional NBA scouts, not my who watches him in college, watched him in high school, and and they actually get to see like a large sample size. Let me get the link in the description over there, man. Anybody wants to join in on the chat, on the conversation, I'm sorry, is more than welcome to do so. Let me get the link in here. Jonathan, come on up, man. You are today's winner on BKNY Hoops, man. Get on up in here, man. Give me your input, man. So let me see Dariq Whitehead, and we'll look at his scouting report and see if there was any weaknesses that we actually seen in that. Let's see, scouting report. Just trying to get this up. Let's see, NBA Draft.net. All right. So let me show this on screen here. All right. All right. We got Harlem on the rise, man. All right. All right. Got Harlem in here. They got Jonathan.
BK, how you doing,
You
my
come on in,
friend?
Scott Lewis. Come on in, man. Come on in. This is anybody can come in. Come on in.
Fun
Yeah,
summer
so
league
Jonathan, go
game.
ahead, man. What was your take on Dariq Whitehead? And I want to get into Keon Johnson a little bit later too, because I like the athleticism
Yeah,
he
we'll
actually
definitely
has.
get to Johnson. I'll probably just address, like you said, Dariq real quick, Wilson and Clowney. I thought Whitehead, he obviously is going to take some time. I asked you that question because I talked with some other guys about it, and I think it's smart to let him play the G League this year, build up the confidence, the minutes, because
Yeah,
he's probably going to play limited minutes up in this year if he's with the team, and it's kind of going to hinder his confidence and his ability to grow. At least with the G League, the confidence will be better, the scoring will be better, and then you bring him up towards the end of the season, let him get his feet wet, and then I think he should be ready for next year to play some main minutes. As far as his defense was surprising. I like the block shots. Obviously, missing that dunk got a lot of people talking stuff, but I'm surprised his defense was really good. I think he should definitely work on the defense more because the 3 steals, 2 blocks was nice.
yeah.
Wilson, 25 points. That was excellent. He had that game tying 3. His 3 points were 5 or 9. He definitely he had 7 rebounds. I mean, like I told you, Wilson just has to keep adding to his game, and he's definitely going to be a core piece of this team's future. And Clowney gave you a little bit of everything. I like that. I definitely think he needs to be a little more stronger going into the next game. Just show more versatility, but be more confident with your shot making
Well, it
ability.
depends because
More
that
of that.
guy, I think his name was Walker, the Indiana center. I mean, that guy was
Jeez,
like
yeah,
a physical specimen, man. And so you
yeah.
guys understand what I'm saying with Claxton, you know, how he has to bulk up and get muscle so he can draw fouls and be able to set really good screens. And I'm not saying this for nothing, man. So yeah, that
Yeah,
guy
but
Walker was a beast.
no, but Clowney showed some little things: rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. He showed the
Yeah,
versatility. Just
yeah, he did,
increase those
he did.
numbers more. I like the blocks, so the blocks were great. He's definitely got to
Oh
keep
yeah.
the shot blocking going. That's going to be a
He got to
huge defensive
he
skill
got to
for him.
build up muscle because there was times
Yeah,
he was bouncing off of Walker, man. I said,
yeah.
"Damn, man." Yo, Scott Lewis, man, what you got? I think you're new to the show, man. So what you got, man?
God,
Yeah, I
welcome.
think. Hey, hi, everybody.
What's going on? Yeah, Scott, you there?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
Hey,
So give
Scott.
me what do you
Yeah,
actually think, man? Welcome to the show, man.
yeah. What I think about Whitehead?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. He just needs some time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I didn't want to
definitely
call him. He had a bad he also show a little playmaking. Like that first quarter, he was looking for Clowney on lobs, so that was a good thing. I forgot to even mention. I should have wrote
And
some
he had
notes down.
6 rebounds. We didn't mention this. He had 6
Yeah,
rebounds, which is not bad either. He had some good defensive stuff, which shined more than the offense.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think he's just got to get his legs together, and
Right.
he'll turn around.
Yeah,
I think
I
G
think
League
so.
is smart for him this season. No pressure, building confidence up, and I think next year he'll be ready to come from the jump
Yeah,
with
you
this
saw
team.
Clowney, right? Then Clowney went through the same thing.
Yeah.
At summer league, but that's not like I said last year. A lot of people were tripping off of Lower Clowney's summer league last year. I'm like, wait, listen, hold on, man. I mean, you see how quickly these guys get downfield, and you have David Duke Jr., who's trying to make an NBA roster. Now he's trying to show that he can score. I think you got a better chance of making a team if you could show that, hey, you can move the ball, make really good decisions, and look for look for your teammates and try to get them better, especially like David Duke Jr. He's a point guard and everything.
Right, right.
That was a
Right.
horrible summer league last year, but this one looked much better.
No, this is more important for Whitehead because of the.
Yeah, Jonathan, you breaking up, man.
Wait, BK, can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be good for Dariq White because of his injury history. Want to get through a full G League season, get the confidence going, and his health is important for the future of this team. If he's not healthy, trying to play sparse minutes on the main league, it's not going to help him
And
right now.
this is different because, like, he's not going to really, like I said in the opening statement, that I mean, he's not going to see this type of physicality and defense in the NBA right away. I mean, you only get 5 fouls, so you have to pick your spots. And if this is like in the finals or something like that in the playoffs, he would see this kind of physicality and defense. But so this will actually help him to see if he can actually play through that. Let me let Harlem go. Harlem on the rise. Yo, man, what's going on, man?
Good,
I forgot about you, man.
It's all good. Forget about me. It's all
I
good.
never can forget about Harlem, man. Yo, what's good, man?
Nah, it's all good. I'm not gonna really be on much. My cousin just died, so
Sorry to hear about that. What happened?
Damn, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't know what happened. I gotta go to Cali soon, but you feel me? That's why I haven't really been on. But I thought I'd just tap in, talk a little shit with y'all. But if I ain't knowing, then that's why. But shout out to y'all. I ain't see the summer league BK, so I can't really speak on it. I like Jalen Wilson though. I think Jalen Wilson is good. A lot of promise, a lot of upside. Sorry, bro, I'm chewing on these Nike and Nike pieces. It's classic. Yeah, like Jalen Wilson. I haven't really seen Whitehead, but like Scott Lewis said, feel me, I wouldn't be like too concerned.
Yeah,
like,
he was 1 for 12. He was 1 for 12, and I was just saying, you got to just look at the shots that he's actually taking. They should like free him up a little bit if they really pressured him like that. I mean, because the Pacers, they were playing hard, man. I watched the first half. I didn't watch it. I gotta get to the second half. I
thought the first summer league game for the Nets was on Sunday though. I didn't even know it was today.
No. It was yesterday.
No, that's the second game against Clippers.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, so, and then Tuesday against the Knicks.
You had Nets Kingdom saying, "Oh, we were shocked that they won." I said, "What are you talking about, man? They have more established like guys like Clowney is more an established veteran. Jalen Wilson, he had like
you heard the news though, BK?
Huh?
You heard the news
about what?
Knicks might be trading for your favorite player, BK.
Who's that? Ben Simmons?
No, Sengun. I heard the rumor about
Sengun. I don't understand what's wrong with Houston on that. I don't know what. He's a baby Jokic, man. I don't understand.
They're antsy, BK. They want to make a move.
If you want to listen, the game slows down the further you go into the playoffs, man. So you want a player like that that can operate in the half court, man.
Yeah, that's true.
They really want to try to trade Randall for Cat, but Cat is too soft. He's too soft to be in New York, period, bro. Like they'll like destroy him. Feel me? He's just not New York built. But Sengun is good. He good.
I think
so. Like
maybe I'll do a video about that. I thought that was Cap right there. I thought they was like.
Well, thinking, bro. No. They because you know what happened. Jalen Green has such a good second half of the year that I think.
But listen, these guys in the NBA today are so offensively gifted, man. It's hard. Like it's hard to stop a Luka. Like you look at Luka Doncic, man. There's times you're gonna have to like put the ball in the hole. You gotta just score the basket, man. This is like these guys are so gifted offensively, man. And you gotta see the new crop of players that they work on their offensive games like 6-7 hours a day. Counters.
You know what though, BK?
I mean, yeah.
If anything, you know what the finals showed me this year? You can't stop Luka, but you could damn sure neutralize him.
No, but you got to score too, man. Forget defense, because there's times that even like a Jason Tatum, you saw what was happening in that Canada, the first game between Team USA and Canada. I mean, it's hard to guard this guy.
That wasn't even a real game, though.
Well, also Luka took a big bruising in that whole playoff series. He got all busted open too.
Yeah,
like he was playing for a lot of stuff.
Like this is why I get up with Claxton. I mean, you got to score. Like you got to make these guys play defense. Yeah, like Joel Embiid, you're not guarding that man. I mean, You are not. You got to
Nah,
pray that he beats himself.
nah,
That's
but
what a lot
yo,
of these players. You got to hope they beat themselves. But you
but
got to
also
score.
BK, can I be honest with you, bro? Like the thing with Embiid though, right? You gotta take this into consideration. Embiid is bigger than everybody also. So I understand your whole point about you have to like bulk up, but bro, it's only but so big you could get. Like if you look at most
No,
of
no,
the
no.
centers,
I
Embiid
mean,
is bigger than everybody.
that's why I said you got to score the ball, man. Like if you have a matchup between Claxton and Embiid, Joel Embiid doesn't really have to play defense, man. I'm praying because I did videos on Claxton, positive videos on Claxton. Like I said, I hope this guy could shoot because he could be such a matchup problem offensively because he's slimmer, he's lighter. You know, if he could start
I hope
shooting,
Claxton shoot this year too, though.
yeah,
I ain't
if he could
gonna
start
He's about
lie. I
to
shooting,
hope he
pay him
shoot.
to this year. He's making $27 million. Might as well go
You know what
for
I'm
it.
saying?
Making the highest salary of his career.
Yeah.
yeah. So if he can start shooting like you going up against Jokic, man, trust me, I'm a
Well,
big
I
guy
think
too. I don't like playing on the perimeter, man. It's
I think he
it's
gonna shoot.
daunting, huh? What were you saying, Harlem?
I think he gonna shoot this year. I
Yeah, I
mean,
hope so, man. I
Did you
he
hope
hear
gonna
what
so.
shoot it. I think.
Jordy?
I mean,
Wait,
you don't got
BK,
nothing to lose. Shoot.
did you hear what Jordy said in the interview a few days ago? He said that, we believe in Claxton. We think he's got good ball handling skills, and they want to see more of that. Do you want to see him bring up the ball this year? Because they're talking about his
No.
ball
I mean,
handling skills.
there's nothing
There's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
him
with it, but I don't
bringing
think
up the ball. It's just when they start applying pressure on him, can he make the right reads? Can he?
I
I mean,
think he need to work on his middle of the floor shot. Like,
Right, right.
if he works on that, he'll open up his game or open up a little
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Doing his assist passing, like find guys in the corner, like that'd be something good. Claxton doesn't always have to be the guy to bring it to the hoop when he's in the interior of the hoop. Like pass it to another guy if there's somebody who can get a wide open bucket. Like he needs
Because
to work on that too.
I think he already established that he can roll to the rim. So
Yeah.
they take that away from him.
Yo,
and
Knicks
then,
GM, what's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, listen, this is an experimental year for everybody, man. Just, it's a free fall. Do whatever you want. Just make sure you don't win, man.
yeah.
Well, maybe 1 or 2 games from around.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, BK. I think Claxton and Clowney is gonna be a nightmare matchup for a lot of teams.
I think so
I ain't
too.
gonna lie because they
Well,
both
if you get Cooper at ace, that front court's gonna
Well,
be
not
huge.
what on the offensive end or defensive end? Not offensively.
Defensive, he's referring to, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
nah. Listen,
I think both.
like I told you,
Nah,
bro,
not yet, man.
Claxton
But
can
Clowney
shoot, bro.
got to establish
Listen,
that he can shoot
like
over
I told you,
40%.
BK can shoot.
Exactly.
Well,
He does
Clowney's
with
shown
the
he can
one
shoot it,
move.
but he needs a jump shot. He's got 3-point shooting.
That was a
this,
limited.
right?
That was a limited size. That was a limited
True.
sample size.
Yeah, we really need to see that.
Yeah.
No, but Clowney's shown he can
look though.
shoot from the perimeter, which is
You
good.
got
He just
two
needs to
7-footers now, right?
consistent jump shot.
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
listen,
I
you
get
got
what
two
you're saying though,
7-footers
Harvard.
now,
They
right?
got to score too, man. If this was football, you only could play
So
one side of the ball.
but here's
Perfect.
the thing. So let me tell you this, right? So the starting lineup is gonna be Ben Simmons, right? It's gonna be Cam Thomas. Small forward is probably gonna be Cam Johnson because he's still on the team.
Right.
And then most likely they're gonna go Finney Smith still, and then they'll go Claxton, right? So somebody said this the other day, I think on Breezy podcast, and it made sense. As long as Cam Johnson and Finney Smith is on the team, the Nets is gonna win games.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might not be the
Well, we
top
should trade
6,
him
but
before
they're
the
gonna.
season starts.
No. No, but listen, if they on a team, the Nets is gonna win. Like he said, right? Cam Johnson and Finney Smith, yeah, they not gonna give you 30 a game, but they will have games where they can give you 15 to 20 points. And that'll help the Nets. Schroeder's also a veteran. Say what you want. Schroeder's not a scrub.
DFS,
He's a guy that can come in and have a game.
I've seen where they ran DFS off the 3-point line. Like he doesn't give you much else offensively. Like really good offensive players, they would give you if you run them off the 3-point line. Like Cam Johnson's capable of this, but he just doesn't do it enough. but like 1-2 dribble pull up. That DFS doesn't have that in his bag, man. He does not have that.
He looked so
He's-
awkward when he tried doing a mid-range shot.
well,
That was so awkward.
Well, Finney Smith is a streaky 3-point shooter, but
Well, yeah, that's his only strength.
But
It's
when-
just really 3-point shots. If he's not, you
If
saw
he's
those
hitting,
games. He had
though.
0 points, Scott. I mean, there was like
Yeah,
0.
I know. He had a bad year. He had a bad year.
And the thing is that you don't have like what they call a high percentage one-on-one player, like a Ja Morant. Like you must run a second man a job. Like there's no well, we could see if the defense could. No, you need to run a second man at Ja. You know what I'm saying? Ant-Man, you have to run a. So we didn't really have that this year, and it was just it gives the defender an ability to really stay close to Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah,
apparently the Cavs want Doe or something, and some proposals are potentially Isaac Okoro and draft capital. But I think Niang, Amani Bates, and draft capital would be a better route for Doe than taking on Okoro because he wants a new contract.
Yeah,
that's what I think the Nets should do. What do you think?
Oh, I say that again. I was reading Nick's GM comment. Say that again,
no,
Jonathan.
There's a proposal out there about Isaac Okoro and maybe their 2031 draft pick for Doe, but the Nets don't want to take on a guy and give him a new contract right off the bat, so they might want to prioritize Georges Niang. You could trade him for more capital. Imani Bates, he's a young guy, could fit the where we're at right now.
I mean, they got
second round picks.
They got to look at it realistically to see what they have all this cap space. You know, like. Does anybody really want to come to this team in a rebuild situation, man? You know?
Well, did you see the offer I said? Niang, Amani Bates, and 3 second-round draft picks. That's kind of fair for Doe because I don't think you can get a first-round draft pick from right now. Like, that would work. And we get a young guy, and we could trade Niang for more picks.
But, I mean, Sean Marks is prioritizing. Yeah, go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was getting ready to say, or Finney comes out the block and show that he can be viable on a championship team. They might be able to get a one first round pick.
Well, Scott, what do you think about this? Say OKC's desperate to add another defensive piece. Would you say 2 first-round draft picks and Nikola Topic? Would that interest you?
Oh, would it?
Oh, wait, say that again?
Nikola Topic and maybe a first-round draft pick for Doe? Would that interest you?
I think what they want to do is get as many.
Wasn't he like highly coveted though, Nikola Topic? I mean, a lot of teams really wanted him if it wasn't for his injuries, though, right?
Right. But you look at OKC, right? But you look at OKC; they already have some really good defensive players. You get Doe, that kind of puts their defense over the top. I think a lot of teams would struggle.
The West, man. They need all the actual firepower they can get.
Yeah. I think what happened is the Nets is going to wait. They're going to wait. They're going to wait until the season starts and see if Finney can come out the blocks on fire. And teams would like to see that. So we'll see that is because he had a bad season this past season. So they want to see his shooting that he did at Dallas.
Yeah, that's compared to Nikola Topic.
Right, and I mean, there is a route.
Maybe so. I mean, Dariq Whitehead and this is Dariq Whitehead's profile. And then you look at Nikola Topic's profile, they're almost the same.
Well, Topic is a point guard. He's got point guard potential, and if we have him on this team, he kind of solves your thing, BK, about we need to get a point guard for the future. Nikola kind of fits the young timeline. He's not going to play for a year. He'll be ready to go next year, and that kind of works for our young rebuild.
No, listen, we can get a point guard. Like I said on the last show, I'll be happy to get rid of Ben, man, you know. But until then, you know, we got to get a point guard to really kind of make this team look somewhat decent, you know, just in case you could get somebody in 25 or 26 as a free agent. So you get like the number 1 draft pick, a Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey. You know, if you have a trash roster around those guys, I mean, they're not going to look that great. But if you have a point guard that could set them up, you know, they might look even good. That you could probably scratch the play-in tournament or make the play-in tournament, and then a free agent would say, okay, all right, maybe I can come in and add value. But you know, nobody listen. It's hard having to carry a team, man. You know, like you want help around you.
No, listen, it's all about roster balance. But to Scott's point, if we keep Joe and Doe, Johnson and Doe, their value is probably going to grow, and you probably could maybe get a first-round draft pick at next year's trade deadline. But say they get hurt, and then the value sinks even further. You just got to accept what you can get. And here's another thing: the trade free agency stuff's not over yet. It's just very slow right now. So there could be more moves happening in these next 2 months. We just have to see how that all plays out. I would expect not all these vets to be here by the start of the season. I'll tell you that much. I think there's 1 or 2 that can go right now.
I would
Honestly,
keep the vets, man. I would keep the vets. I wouldn't play them as much, but I would keep them.
yeah, but we have a young core.
Like I said, you don't want to go. You got listen. Look how fast Ellen. I'm gonna let you go in like 2 seconds. Look how fast that Houston build up. Like they got rid of James Harden like 4 or 5 years ago, and because they got some veteran players, now they're scratching the surface within like 5 years. Look at Detroit. What they did, they added veterans in there.
Now this year they did. Before it was horrible.
Look how fast they turning their ship around.
Right, but BK, the thing is this: if we're going to get a really good draft pick next year, some of these vets can't be on the team for that. Some of them have to trade for value.
You don't gotta play them. You don't got to play them. You could play them in like the. You don't got to close out with them. They could be like say like in the fourth quarter, let the rookies play.
Right, but BK, Johnson and Doe are not on long-term plans, especially if they want to utilize a lot of cap space in the future. Best things to get the value can for them now. And there are a lot of contenders that will eventually want to work with the Nets. It just depends on if it's now or by the deadline next year. I wouldn't wait to the deadline because injuries happen, and that would ruin their value. And Sean would again be faced with taking back what he can get, which I don't think you should. Well, listen,
all right, I'm gonna say this last thing. Let me let Ellen go. We've seen Cam Thomas and DFS this year. What was the record? 32-50. We'll get back to this in a second. Ellen, what you think about Dariq Whitehead, man? Are you panicking or what do you think, man?
No, I'm not panicking. At the end of the day, I mean, we've seen it with Clowney. I mean, Clowney had a rough start, you know what I'm saying, and now Clowney looks pretty decent. He just got off injury. He just got off surgery. It's gonna take him a couple of games. We'll see how I think we face the Knicks tonight. I guess today. So we'll see how he looks in his second game. But I'm not stressing it. I think he's just gonna have to ease back into it slowly. But I mean, if he can get back to his level, man, he can be a really good asset moving forward. I mean, he's only 19. He just doesn't have it all together as of now. But I don't think it's time to hit panic mode just yet. I think we just got to give him a little bit of time.
Right.
Yeah, what do you think? Because I said this in like when he plays a real NBA game, they're not going to be as physical. So remember, in summer league, you have 10 fouls. So guys can be a little overly physical, and you saw like how the score was really low in the first half. That's indicative of teams playing hard, man. Both sides were actually really playing hard, man, and contesting shots and being physical. So not a lot of fast break, guys getting back on defense. So yeah. So I'm not panicking. We'll see. I mean, he should be able to do better than 1 for 12, but we'll see the next game though.
We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Today.
I think Jalen Wilson definitely, I feel, is going to impact the squad immediately. If not, he already kind of has the past year. He's really the guy that I feel he's really going to be getting crucial minutes, maybe during the rebuild, or even maybe during the contending era. If you keep him, he definitely is the guy. I think he's a guy that you want on your team. Every team that's won championships has had a sort of Jalen Wilson on their team. You need that guy to be able to impact coming off the bench.
He can shoot. Areas. He cuts it. He said, Nick's GM at 100. Nick's 100 is like, you don't like D'Lo. He says, I would like. He says D'Lo would be good for y'all too.
Here's my response. That bridge has been burned. Like if we give cap space for D'Lo next year, it kind of ruins Cam Thomas' development. Is Cam gonna get the bag next year? Like, listen to ask a court. You give that guy money, what's Cam gonna get? You kind of
At
rooting
least
Cam
this
off.
I
D-Lo.
think he's a Knicks fan. He has a Knicks thing up there. He's just trying to sabotage.
At least this D-Lo. We should have. If we was gonna keep D-Lo, we should have kept him when we had him. Like
Sean burned that bridge, man. He burned that bridge.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think
looking
D'Lo.
back,
I mean, I think once he's off the Lakers, man, Cam running for point guard. Well, if what's his name, man, Devin Booker struggled to adapt to be a point guard, then we'll see. I mean, like Cam's like if Cam Thomas be a point guard, I mean, his offense is going to have to suffer, like sacrifice somewhat. You know,
I think
so
Book can play point guard a little bit, but I mean, you saw it this
it's a
series,
big
man. He's not a
responsibility,
point
man. I
guard.
mean, it's something that you're groomed for. And you can't just come in like Devin Booker was a scorer, and then like 1 or 2 years, kind of. It's a mindset being a point guard. It's not just something. Oh, I'm just going to be a point guard. You know,
Well,
you
you
got to
see
have a
how
certain
Thomas
mindset
does
for it.
this year with the ball in his hands. He's likely to be running points sometimes, so you see if he adapts or not, and we'll have an answer by the end
Right.
of next
That's
season.
the issue with
Yeah.
the Phoenix Suns, though. They tried to put Book at point guard, and it didn't work. I mean, as much as he can play a little bit of it, they need a
Yeah,
pure
you got to
point guard,
have
man.
certain vision. I mean,
Apparently, they signed Monte Morris, but I don't think that's a huge upgrade. I mean, that guy's a bench starter,
Yeah.
it's not really a main
well,
starter.
they don't. I mean, they're in cap hell right now, man. So
Ooh, yeah, they screwed in that regard.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they try to get a big three with Bill and Katie and Booker, and this is where they at
Well, like
right
I
now,
said,
man.
somebody when you have a big three, someone has to turn into a role player. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be one particular guy. It is like if Kawhi Leonard's guarding Kevin Durant, then that's not a good matchup for KD. I know he can score, but it's like he's not going to be able to get by like Kawhi Leonard that easy. So and let's say if Devin Booker has a better matchup, then when you need to run your offense through Devin Booker. If KD has the better matchup, then KD has to be. Yeah, it all depends.
I
But
don't think
somebody has to sacrifice, though.
I don't think neither one of them has that in them. They all want to be
Ooh,
scorers.
Yeah,
right
They
side,
always
everybody.
right
been
I
scorers.
fell in love with basketball for like passing, so I
Yeah,
love the pass. But not everybody's like that. There's guys that love to score,
yeah.
or there's guys that love to showboat in basketball. Man, that's their thing. So
Well, here's
everybody
another
falls in love
thing.
with basketball for a different
Well,
reason.
here's another thing. Jordy's probably going to tell us during this summer when they're playing in August, like who he wants to run point. We're probably going to get news on that. Who's going to get the opportunity, and we'll see how that helps his team grow or it hinders them. Like that's going to be an important decision we're going to have to hear soon.
Well,
When that happens.
They got Schroeder, and Schroeder is going to continue to be on the team because he's got the experience to be a point guard.
Right, we covered that. But what do you think about this? There's a potential option of maybe trading Schroeder to the Clippers for Bones Highland. What do you think about Bones? Does that
He's
guy
pretty.
intrigue you at all or not?
Yeah, well, he's pretty good, but I think Schroeder's seen more than he did. So I
Mm.
mean, not unless they want to just. Well, they do want to tank, so it doesn't matter. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Perfect person coming on the show right now, man. Hold on, yo, Mo Beasley, what's going on, man? Yo, Mo
Mo.
Beasley, yo. All right, yeah, I wanted to ask him about Şengün. He's a Houston Rockets fan, so I'm like,
Yeah, I
maybe we
don't see
can like.
them getting Sengun, man. I think the Rockets would be really reckless to trade Sengun unless it's not for a huge star.
All right, Mo Beasley, there you go, man. Yo, unmute yourself there, man. All right, he dropped off. Let me drop the link in there so he can get back in quickly. Maybe the Nets should probably try to pluck him away, man.
Oh,
I think they're trying to
Sengun?
see if the Jalen Green and Sengun
I don't know.
experiment works.
Do you trade the draft pick? Like this upcoming one of these draft picks to get Şengün?
I
No,
mean,
the
Reece
Rockets would
Shepard
want
is
lots
looking
of that.
good, man. I don't know if Reece Shepard is looking really good for them. I don't think you trade that.
Yep. Mo Beasley,
I,
try to restart your phone, man, and then see if that actually helps. Do a reset on your
I,
phone.
I thought since they wasn't utilizing him, I mean, I know we had no chance of getting him, but I thought Jabari Smith Jr. would have been really good for this team if he was gonna let someone go.
Right.
But
Yeah, Şengün could pass. He could score in the half court. I know everything is pace and space. They want to move that, but like, listen, you can you can beat that by just getting back on defense and not going for offensive rebounds. If you're not a good habit.
Well, here's the thing: does Coach may want to keep Steven Adams on that team as their main defensive anchor, especially if they want to compete and possibly contend? Are they willing to give up Sengun for a big star? Like, it depends on who would want to do that, though. That's a little tricky.
Yeah, that's what I said. I wanted to confirm from Mo Beasley. He was like, Sengun is not going anywhere. So you saying it's all? He's laughing too. Because that's a baby Jokic right there, man. I'm not giving him up, man.
First of all, what would the Knicks give up for Sengun? What, they're gonna give up Mitchell Robinson? Like what?
I mean, Jalen Green had his run while Sengun was injured, man. If I'm looking at that, I'm like, I don't know. Can these two guys play together? Like, I'm not saying they got to trade both of them, but I think you got to give the experiment a little bit of time.
Right.
I don't think it's with Dariq Whitehead over here. These are what the NBA scouts are saying. This NBA draft.net, these are the NBA scouts over here. They said if Whitehead is unable to regain some of his pre-college explosiveness, and I do agree with this, unless he needs to be like how Joe Johnson was. He wasn't athletic, he wasn't above the rim, but footwork, shooting, ball handling. I mean, it was up there, man. And everything I was just saying in my opening statements, I mean, about being able to keep the defenders on your hip, attacking the closeouts. Joe Johnson can do all that, but if Whitehead can't do that, they're saying over here he's not going to be able to have a productive pro career, so.
As good as defense was showing, I mean, I was expecting his defense to come out that first game. I thought he was going to be very rusty on that, but his defense seemed much better. And the thing is this, can your defense for him actually help him get his offense going? Because here's something, he was moving awkward on the court. I know a lot of people pointed out that he looked disjointed on that court. Like, can he trust his legs to get better as he gets more consistent? That's what we got to see. That's going to be a big question.
Yeah. It says plays physical, embraces contact, can use either hand at the rim, shooting range extends to 3-point line, and can hit shots off the dribble, screen, step backs. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things, like I said, is him coming off of screens, like how Cam Johnson can do. And whatever side, if he's comfortable coming from the left side to the right side, then they need to really kind of establish that, or vice versa. So it says gets a mid-range pull-off top with ease, little space, and good balance. So we'll see. I mean, he does need to get that explosiveness back, though. Or if not, he has to be really, really highly skilled, really good footwork, step through up and under moves. I mean, he needs to be really skilled in.
Just give him a year in the G League. I think the confidence will get better. His footwork will get better. And the next year, he'll be ready to actually contribute on the main roster more. I think that's a smart thing. If they try to bring him up now, I think he's gonna get injured again. There's no need to do that. We can't have that happen again for him. Still so young.
All right, let me see. Stephen A. Smith actually gets on Ben Simmons over here. What's
new?
Oh yeah, he said the guy should be lucky he's not in prison for theft. Hey, you heard of Bernie Madoff? Well, this is Ben Madoff with your money.
Well, this is why, like I said, when it's only a couple of things that Ben has to work on. Is just shooting.
No, 10 things. Okay, I gave you 10 things. If you want to bring up that comment I wrote to you.
Let me hear it.
I brought 10 things. He needs to work on getting a jump shot. He needs to work on 3-point shooting. He needs to work on sucking in the defenses to find players in the corners to shoot threes. He needs to actually get double teamed and actually make that happen. Nobody double teams him anymore. He actually needs to work on being a mentor to the young guys. He needs to stop doing his rehab videos.
I'm talking about maturity.
There's a whole bunch of things.
I think he just needs to be healthy. He needs to play a season. That's what he needs to do.
There's so much more, Scott. I had to.
I mean,
just has 2 things.
If he's not healthy, we can't even get off first base.
Right.
So it don't even make no sense. If he's not there, what good is he to the Nets?
Yeah, people are saying Schroeder was leading these young guys. I'm like, Ben could have been leading these young guys off the bench, but instead he's in Miami, rehabbing, being away from the team. And it's like, okay, why should we keep you then if you don't want to show an interest in the young guys that you might have to work with this year? Yeah. What's the point?
Well, listen, if he does the same thing, he's going to lose a lot of money. Potential money.
All right, let me play this video. Let's see what Stephen A. Smith had to
Oh
say.
my gosh, here we go. Here we go.
This is one of the biggest clowns, man, in media. Stephen A. Smith lying about playing basketball, and I could listen to somebody talk for 5 minutes, man.
Did you hear what he said? He's like the mayor of Knickstown, and he said Philly's got a way better team than Knicks this year. I'm like, wow. That didn't take that long for me to
Because
turn.
you gotta look at the stars. I mean, Paul George. I don't know, man. And back before the injury. I mean, LeBron James was actually really in his way. Let me see if this actually plays out. Hold on.
Yeah, fix the volume, BK, so we can hear it. Just work on the volume. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
No. Try to turn the volume on your computer up. You have speakers?
Yeah. Let me see.
Turn your speaker up so we can hear it. That's how it's going to work.
All right. Can you hear it now?
No.
I gotta fix that.
Make sure your mic is plugged in on you're using a computer, right?
Yeah, I'm on my computer. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure the volume is up on your speakers. Make sure
it's up. It's up. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I think I'll figure it out later. I keep forgetting about that.
No, we can look at the subtitles though. Make sure the subtitles on. We can read the subtitles.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me full screen.
Yeah, full screen. There we go. That works. There you go.
Wait, why is it not playing now? Let me refresh it. Hold on. All right. Stephen A. Smith goes off on Ben Simmons. Lucky he's not in prison for theft. I mean, he's just like.
All right.
Wait.
There we go. Disrespect y'all by saying that somebody can take these specials. The only injury I've ever questioned is damn Ben Simmons. Don't get me started on that damn Ben Simmons. I mean, this brother, I'm not just gonna. He's lucky not in prison. Oh my gosh.
This is where you get your talking points from. Okay, Jonathan.
Me? I don't listen to this guy. I listen to a lot of different other sources. People actually break down the game more. I know what Smith does, though. He's a showman. I have a showman too in some ways, but I don't go too left or too right. Like he can.
Yeah, he's a showman.
This is actually why I said that we should keep Ben Simmons because just for the publicity alone, right?
And publicity, BK. You know that some people want to move us to Vegas, man. If we keep Ben Simmons, they will move us to Vegas, BK.
No, I'm just saying there's talk. I mean, it keeps the Nets relevant because the Knicks are going to be the talk of the town this year. So at least with Ben Simmons on the team, they have to talk about.
Well, if the Knicks don't come out on fire, though, they're going to be. You know how Knicks fans are.
Yeah, all right, so they got all these pieces. They're expected to win a championship this year. So the media is going to be on these guys, man, hard. And they're not going to get the Brooklyn Nets no attention. That's why
I tell you guys.
That might be a good thing, though.
No, I tell you this. They always say that stars want to come to the Knicks, but they never really come because of the media. The media gets on them like nobody's business, and not a lot of stars can handle that on New York.
You know how I feel about the Knicks is a lot of star players don't come to the Knicks because they don't like the owner. They don't like the Knicks owner.
Yeah.
You know what he did.
Well, he's been quiet though.
That's why they winning.
A lot of props.
That's why they winning.
Really quiet. I forgot who was. I said, wait, what happened to Dolan? Because back in the days, you remember. I don't know how old you are, Scott, but you remember Dolan was constantly in the media. Remember?
Yeah. I remember, and that's why I think a lot of stars don't come to the Knicks because of that reason.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they.
All right, so what do you think about? All right, so Joe Tsai, you think he's the new Dolan now? I mean, what that whole
I think the media wants to make him the new Dolan, but I think he's a quiet guy. So
I don't understand how you're deemed as a racist. There's players that felt like that Joe Tsai was a racist.
How he handled the Kyrie Irving thing. That's why they started doing that.
Yeah, all right. So how come? All right. Who was the Phoenix owner? The previous, I forgot the guy's name.
And here's another thing. Kyrie is part of that players union in the league, and guys like Jaylen Brown have his back. That's why they were going so hard on Joe Tsai. Like, that's why.
No, there was other people out
much
there that
power.
were saying that was some racist nonsense, man. Like having them
No, but BK, what I'm
apologize.
saying is the players have a lot more power and influence in this era than the management does. Management doesn't have the power anymore they used to. Now it's players can gossip a lot more than management can about stuff.
Yes,
Why
like
it's bad.
It's hard to get stars to play in New York City.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
They don't like the attention. They like the play here, but they don't like the media.
the media
is rough.
Right.
It's rough.
Well, they call. Look at what Stephen A. Smith was saying that Ben Simmons injury wasn't real; it was a fake surgery.
You see,
I mean, it's stupid shit like that. I'm like, dude. I mean, did you ever have a back injury? Like, you have I had a lower back sprain, not even like an L4.
That's the publicity stuff, though, BK, that they try to do. They want to get buzz going because sometimes they don't have the facts.
Like you, Jonathan, really believes it, though.
No, I never said his injury was fake. I said his injury is costing this team a lot of precious time because we keep giving this guy chances when it's time to move on. That's being logical, BK. That is not believing that his injury was fake.
And management of the teams don't care because tickets sell. They still selling. Look at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks sucked for a long time, yet these tickets are the highest priced tickets in the league, and they sell out all games. All games.
Right.
Why should they change anything?
Well, they decided to not bank on stars and do this friendship Villanova stuff, and we'll see how it turns out. I just think their center position is going to be a huge weakness that they lost Hartenstein, man. Like
a huge weakness because he was banging on the boards like crazy.
And now they're banking on OG Anunoby. Guy's now making $40 million to be healthy when he's been injured a lot last few years.
Pull up, DJ. I want to get your take on
those are two combustible elements right there. Lack of center, and can OG be healthy for 82 games? Like that's
gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, but they definitely got a good team to compete. I just think, can they actually beat Philly with a healthy Embiid? We'll see.
And like Embiid don't have to be the centerpiece now since Paul George is there.
Right, Scott. Right.
So there you go. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough.
Yeah, DJ, I agree with you about Ben. I agree about his injuries is robbing the Nets. But listen.
Thank you, BK. Thank you. About time, man. Every time you admit it, man, it's so hard to get you to admit the truth.
But listen, look at the positive, man. So what looks like a negative can actually be a positive, though. So even if let's say Ben Simmons was actually healthy, right, last year, what was the like trajectory of that? I mean, first round. Now, I mean, it's all right. It's the same thing when David Robinson got hurt 1 year prior to actually Tim Duncan getting onto the team. There, they were hurt. They were in the lottery. You get Tim Duncan, and they win a championship their first year. Not to say that's going to happen, but you can get like a Cooper Flag now, and you got all these draft picks, and even like guys in like 22, 23, 24, 25, like those players that those small forwards the Nets were actually looking at, you could probably rebuild this team, in 2 or 3 years. Not championship contention.
But BK, the problem is Ben's back can't take the contact on defense. All it takes is one mishap. All Giannis did was bump into his side and his whole back blew out. Like, that's scary. Like, if I'm a Nets management, how can I trust that? Even if I give him like a mini contract extension, I need these young guys to develop. But Ben gets hurt, that kind of kills the development, like it did this past year. We can't have that again, man, unfortunately. We've seen this shtick already with Ben Simmons 5 times already.
Yeah. I mean,
but I agree if he was healthy, yes, he would help this team tremendously. But
but I'm saying, like, what's the ceiling, though? Because, like, Mikal Bridges, I mean, that team wasn't going to really help you go far even with the healthy Ben, So you get better players that's coming in along with the but Ben got to be able to shoot too, because then again he's one dimensional, Right. So
man, BK cooking on Ben tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, wow.
I told you guys.
Show us the lowlights of Ben Simmons, man. You always show his past highlights. Show the lowlights.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you're
no. If
talking
you really
about
want to
Ben.
win
Oh,
with
Scott,
Ben
you came in
Simmons,
on a fun time, man, to make your debut because this is rare stuff. Get your camera out, man. This is like a baby shower right now, man.
I'm recording this. I'm recording.
Yo, yo, you're awesome, Scott, man. Thanks for coming on tonight, man.
yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
surprised.
if you really want to win with Ben, I mean, he has to be able to shoot. Most importantly, so like guys can
I
he
like
can
Ben
play for other
Simmons. I
guys.
like Ben.
No, I like him too, but he has to shoot.
He has
Why wait? Like Jason Kidd, he had to wait till he had that microfracture surgery, then he actually learned to shoot. But let's say in those two finals runs, not the one against the Lakers, but the one against the Spurs, that went 6 games. If Jason Kidd can actually shoot, I mean, maybe they win that series.
Yeah, it's possible.
But then he actually waits till he gets. He has a bad knee. He doesn't have his speed anymore. Then he actually learns how to actually. Then he starts learning how to shoot and everything.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Ben is overthinking so many things on the court. Like, can my body handle this? Can my body handle that? And he's always doubting himself. And it's just, you can't wait too long on that. He's 28. I mean, if you don't get confident before you're 30, it's kind of like self-explanatory.
If he can shoot, he doesn't have to worry about like being physical just to finish at the rim. If he can shoot, especially if you play him at like a 5 position, that can bring the center out. He can go around them. He can get a lot of easy layups instead of like contested hard layups. We're worried about getting hard foul, thrown to the ground. It would minimize his injuries and everything if he can.
You saw what Keon Johnson did the other night. If Ben Simmons could do what Keon Johnson did, like that game-winning fadeaway shot, that would be good from Ben Simmons. I'm not expecting Ben to do so many offensive things if he's healthy, but something like what Keon did the other night would be good for Ben. Like, do the rebounding, the steals, the blocks, and get some fadeaway jump shots in. Like, that would be improvement, but I just don't know if Ben has got that confidence in him anymore.
All right, so let me let DJ go, man. So you said, all right, you really, all right. Dariq is concerning. Now, Oren is actually ready to give up on him. So Dariq,
what? Oren, he hasn't even played in the G League yet, man. Let's get him to a G League year.
So what do you think, DJ, man? From what you've seen from, I saw the first half. I got to watch the second half. Well, what do you think about his on-court performance there, Dariq Whitehead? Is it time to panic?
I thought his whole performance was terrible. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. He wasn't finishing around the rim. I mean, I don't know if it's because of those injuries or if it was just like him being nervous.
Right.
I saw a lot of missed shots. I mean, he wasn't as aggressive. I think that scouting report was right about him, bro. I mean, he's not. I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's the injuries or what, bro.
Yeah, he was moving weird on the court. That was a little worrisome how he was moving.
But like, how long has it been since that injury, though?
Well, that's his first game in front of people, and
right.
I thought he played a G League game. He played.
You could still call out if it was a bad game, but
it was a bad game, though. Definitely bad.
No, defensively though, he showed some things. It's just he needs to move better on the court. That's worrisome the way he was moving on the court.
There's just a lot of inconsistencies with him. I could see it.
Yeah, you got to get a year under his belt with the G League. Don't call him up this year. Let him play in the G League and see if he can build up some confidence. Like, we don't have to throw him out this year, I don't think.
I mean, he was even hitting. He wasn't finishing around the rim, like, bro. Like, how you missing layups, bro? Like,
oh yeah,
I've seen him missing like wide open layups.
Yeah.
So Marlon actually disagrees with you, DJ. He said he was solid defensively and rust.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with the defense. The defense was all right. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But the offense,
we kind of broke it down.
The offense is terrible, bro. And
I mean, all right. So do you want to judge it on?
About to be a one-dimensional player over here, bro. Nah, BK, I'm for real. It's looking like another one-dimensional guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Well, he did look all right. So he was looking to play make a little bit from that in the first quarter when I was watching. He was looking for Clowney, looking to get him involved. I mean, especially like this, you got bigs, you got to let them touch the basketball, man, or they're gonna become disinterested. Any player would, man. You got a guy shooting like 30, 35 shots and you're not making them, you're going to be disinterested. You're not going to really want to play, man. On a subconscious level, you mean consciously you want to play, like you're playing, but like you're not really into it, man. You want to touch the basketball too. So at least he did kind of look for, I think in the scouting report, it says he has some kind of playmaking.
What did you think of Wilson last night, DJ? Did you like the fact he had those 7 rebounds with the 25 points? Were you impressed?
I still got to see more from Wilson before I get impressed by him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. He's got to show it in the main games, but he is
Yeah, he
adding
got to show me in
versatility
the
in what
main
he's
game. It's
doing, which
really
is good.
Dariq I was just really watching, but Jalen Wilson was just he can. I don't know, bro. It's just his offense is just shaky to me.
No, but he was hitting 5 out of 9 threes. Not bad. I mean, he does need to show what he can do in main minutes. I think he'd definitely be a core piece off that bench for the team. I definitely wouldn't give up on him. I think he's got a row. I mean, do you want to see him as a backup point guard? Maybe we have to see that, but he's definitely got fundamentals at least,
I
if
don't want to see him
anything.
as
He's
point
got
guard.
fundamentals, which is good.
Well,
I think he can
Orange
grow.
says that you guys are too soft on our players. When you say you guys, Ori, I know you're
Who's
not
he
talking
talking
about
about?
me.
Yo,
I know
Orange
you're not
trolling.
talking
I
about me.
said he was
Orange
trash.
trolling
I
right
mean, what
now,
else?
man. This
He was
guy trolling
trash.
now, bro.
I mean,
We
Orange,
want to
yeah,
get his guy a chance.
I'm more critical than anybody in media on these players.
I mean,
man.
he was BK. He was trash. He played bad. It was a bad game, bro.
It was bad.
Yeah, like DJ said, get
There
him
was
off this
nothing.
team,
I didn't
man.
really see
Get Hopple
anything
Puss
good
off
about
this
him, bro.
team.
He just was terrible.
Nah, just kidding, just kidding.
But Oren, that's how you know. That's how the Nets fan. You know, Nets fans are just really soft on players. So it's
Maybe
because they let their fanboys.
Marlon is actually really kind of being soft on Dariq, but I'm quasi on him. I said I
But how
opened up.
long ago was that injury though, bro?
That was like a
Well, he
couple
had
of years.
3 injuries. He had 3 injuries the last few years. That's what he's had. I think about 3.
Yeah, 3.
What is it? Ankle and knee.
1 in high school.
Yeah.
2 in college, I think.
Right.
I'm just tired of these one-dimensional, injury-prone guys, bro. Like, if he's coming in with 3 injuries already.
Now, you know what worries me? If
bro,
it was
19, well, he was projected to go in the top 10 in his class, and then he got pushed back. But
even when I think he was in college, he averaged like 2.4. No, he wasn't really a good high percentage passer.
You know what Dariq reminds me of?
Sean Mark's not looking at the draft enough, bro. Like you're supposed to be knowing. Don't be drafting the guys that's got injury histories, bro.
Right.
He rolled the dice a lot.
I think he wanted Cam Whitmore. I think he really wanted Whitmore. He didn't get him.
Bro.
He pivoted
every year.
I think he got dice in his pocket.
Nah,
it's like Sean Marks like to see us lose or something, bro.
Like, no, listen, DJ. I told you that Sean Marks is not listen. Sean Marks is not a 3 to 4 year game plan. He's a year by year guy, and we can't trust that. How can you trust that? He gets guys that are hurt most of the time. This guy reminds me of TJ Warren. Look how good TJ was.
You don't even know how to draft wings. Like, come on, we getting every year we getting. The tallest we get is 6'6" guys, bro. Come on.
Oh, that's that. I mean, 6'6" is around NBA average height. I mean, he was getting a lot of 6'2", 6'3" guys.
I want a 7-footer on the team. That's what I want.
Yo, that Olivier guy, man, that 7'9" guy, I would love him on this team, man. He would play a few games.
Wilson is 6'7". Wilson is 6'7".
No, but Sky, you should look into this huge guy, man, called Olivier Ryu, man. This dude is 7'9". This dude is a giant. He doesn't even need to jump up to get a shot in the bucket, man. This dude is
Jalen Wilson is 6'7". Yeah, that's true.
Next level, 6'7". Man. Yeah. You should look into that guy, right? He's pretty big.
That's why Wilson goes under the basket. He has a lot of confidence in his ability to get a rebound.
Right.
Yeah, but
7 of
they
them.
Say he doesn't really have great length for let me see. What was the scouting report that
he had 7 rebounds, BK. I mean, I think Wilson could be better than a Royce O'Neal type guy as far as offense goes. I think Wilson has more offensively than Royce does. Royce is like hot and cold guy, mainly defense. But I think Wilson has more to his game that he can add over the years. I mean, he's showing it.
He's showing they can get better.
Yeah, and he was drafted 51? How many 51 draft picks do you know that have Wilson's work ethic? I don't know too many. No, like, Wilson has the work ethic.
He really want to be in the league.
Yeah, he does. So like, that's Brooklyn culture.
Report, I mean, he didn't really check his size along with his length. Where was it?
His leadership is
leadership.
Yeah, that's what I like. The leadership, man. That's good.
That means he'll listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So passing. I mean, I don't think he's a bad player. What was his weaknesses over here? So yeah, his size was often an asset on the wing and against power forwards at the college level, but it does not stand out for the combo forward by NBA standards. So yeah, like I said, college and pros are. So if he's going to play like they don't think he has like great skill, I guess, to be a 2 or maybe even a 3.
I don't
But
think
so
he could
he's
be a
like,
2.
yeah,
I think
nah.
he's a small 3,
Yeah, small
yeah.
3. I would agree with that. And off the bench for
but he
now.
can shoot a 3. So that makes it.
And the problem is that he doesn't
Hey.
have he's a below the rim player. And if you
He'll
are going to be
go in.
oh,
He'll go in.
Yeah.
oh, hold
And
on, we got Dariq Whitehead on the show over here, man. Whoa, what do
no.
you know?
Is that
Good night,
Oren?
No,
everybody.
that's Dariq
Yeah.
Whitehead, man. We got Dariq Whitehead here.
But
No,
Warren is talking facts though in the comments, bro.
Yeah, you guys are way too soft on Dariq. He
I
showed
called him
nothing
trash,
for
bro.
over
I
a year
called
and
out
a half.
everything he did.
And you keep saying that this is his first game playing in the G League, playing in the Summer League. All of this is untrue. Yeah, like Dariq played in the G League
I
last
didn't say
season
that. No, I
and
didn't say
shot
that.
14%
Who said
from
that?
3. The only ability this guy showed in Duke was to shoot the corner 3, and he shot 14% from 3 for us.
He'll
Is
get
this
better with
okay?
it. He'll
No,
get
he
better with it.
won't. Like,
Yeah, he'll
he's
get better. Just give him a year in the G League, Oren. He hasn't even
Dariq
gotten a year in the
Whitehead
G
I
League
mean,
to
he
get
is
better.
young.
Like,
I
he's been
said it
injured.
first. Mark my words, he was amiss. It was like we tried, we took a chance.
So
and it was amiss.
Oren, you think he's like a TJ Warren type guy? He gets a few shin
What? You
injuries and
wish
that's
he was
it?
a
Is that
TJ
what you think?
Warren. I wish he was a TJ
Well, that's what
Warren.
happened to TJ Warren. TJ had scoring athletic
post
ability, and then he
injury.
lost it with
Oh,
those shin injuries.
Yeah,
Kind of like
he's TJ
Dariq.
Warren post injury. Yes, post injury.
That's what it feels like.
It
Yeah,
was
it
Let's hope he
horrendous.
gets
does feel that
better
way.
this
I
year in
can
the
see
G
where
League.
people are coming
I
from though.
hope
I mean,
so.
if he's coming into the league this young with 3 injuries already, bro, that's not good.
That's not good. That's not good for a guard.
Well, all
I'm
right,
really
so
down
Warren,
on Dariq.
you don't think that like one game, like
But
jitters? I
it's
mean,
not. He's been like this all of
BK,
last
come on,
season
bro. You see
too.
how many, 3 injuries?
He's been like this all of last season too. He's
You
done
know,
nothing
Sean
in the
like
G League.
injured guys.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, when have you seen a young player come in with 3 injuries already?
On the other hand,
at
Keon
least- all right, so,
Johnson
what-
showed us that he deserves a chance on the squad, and we're not saying anything about him. Keon Johnson showed us straight up that he's ready. Give him the 2 spot.
I know,
Like,
I'm gonna do a live stream on him too, because I think that's the one guy right there. They need to really start like developing, man. Really work
Yep.
on like ball handling.
He earned it.
Yeah, he's athletic.
What is he, a
He
point
can
guard, right?
actually get to the 3-point. Like I said, these guys, like like especially like when you get to the NBA level, they're so good at shooting the 3. You got to get out there. We got like 1.2 seconds to really kind of chase these guys off the 3-point line. You can't have like guys who can't close out, man. So at least Keon Johnson can do that.
By the way, I'm not the only one whose patience has run out on Dariq Whitehead. Sean Marks himself has said that that's it. This season, they want to see Dariq play. Like they've had enough. Like they want to see what he's got in the bag. And so far, he's showing.
How come they don't say the same thing about Ben Simmons then? Jamal was good, man.
Ben
I think
is
because like
expiring. Ben is done.
yeah, I think it's because like I think they just know that Ben is just finished.
All right.
I think
Yeah,
There
straight
ain't no
up
hope.
said
BK, I mean BK, they don't got no more hope, bro. He's done.
Yeah, I know.
well, let's see what Dariq do this next game. They're gonna play him.
Gary, what's going on, man? So the first summer league game, Dariq Whitehead. What's your take on him? Do you think there's hope, or are you panicking?
Look,
Because Sean Marks really believes in him, I guess. Well, what he was saying 3 or 4 months ago.
So here's it's one summer. I mean, it was bad. There's nothing good you could take out of Dariq Whitehead game offensively, at least. Like defensively, he showed you effort, which was good, but offensively, it was as bad as it could be. Right? Like there was nothing positive to take from it. But it's one summer league game. I'm not gonna say he sucks off one summer league game. But why would I think he's good? He showed me nothing, right? Like I got to see more. I'm not ready to write him off. But I'm also not ready to say like he's good because he showed me nothing to suggest that he's good. So let's watch him the next couple of games and hopefully it's better because that was terrible.
Yeah, we'll see what he looks like today. I guess I'm being hypocritical. I was defending Ben Simmons with his injury, so do I got to do the same thing with Dariq Whitehead? I don't know, man.
Ben Simmons has showed you good stuff in the past. Dariq Whitehead wasn't all that good in college, and he's only he played.
Well, he was. So he did have the injury. He did have the foot injury in high school,
Agreed.
and then he's going into college though.
So what we're basing off of is his stuff in high school is what we're saying he's good off of, right?
Well, that's what they're kind of hoping. Hold on, Big Daddy King. I don't want to see no gay shit, man. Get out of here with that nonsense, man.
Can't you just block him, BK?
I try not to do
No,
that.
yeah, okay, just block that guy. If there's trolling going on like that, just
Don't
block
we
him
know
off the
him?
screen.
Didn't he come on the chat once and talked to
Yes,
someone?
yeah, last stream he did. He was
Last
trolling
stream.
DJ.
Yeah.
What I was what I was saying about Dariq Whitehead. So the foot injury, I mean, there has to be like, can he trust his body, and does he have that same athletic ability that he actually showed in high school, Gary? So if he can regain that, I don't think he has it. It didn't look like he really had that the explosiveness. I think he's really more of a below the rim player now.
He looks slower.
Yeah, he looked a little hobbled, but it's gonna take time. I mean, the guy's coming off he's been out for a year. Like, you gotta see how he does the next 3 games of Summer League. If he gets a little more comfortable, if not, G League. Like, you can't put him in the main court though.
I'm so confident he sucks that I'm willing to give him the 1 spot to be a starter.
Man.
0 of 82. Let's go.
Anti-Dariqa.
Wow.
Guys,
do you remember?
Go ahead, Kerry. I'm sorry.
Do y'all remember when Iman Shumpert played for the Nets, like the bubble year with Kenny Atkinson? He was on that team for like a handful of games.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like. He looked
very
really
briefly
useless offensively, and defensively is like, okay, he can defend multiple positions, but offensively he gives you nothing. Like, that's what he looked like.
What's up with this the defense? I didn't see no defense really. I mean, it didn't look like
he had 2 blocks. He had 2 blocks,
like
DJ gets
yeah, but it comes in spurts though. It's not like he's doing it all the time.
It was random chance.
Well, he showed it. I mean, it was surprising to see that, which wasn't bad.
I just can't stand. I don't like players that just like do it in spurts, bro. Like, we need like consistent players, bro.
Yeah, Sean Marks needs to stop investing in injured players, man. Enough of the Ben Simmons guys. Let's get somebody new.
This is also
bro, we
not the
need
first
somebody
time
to
we see
shake up
him
this
play.
team.
You guys have to stop saying this is the first time we see him play. It's really not true. He played in the G League for at least like 7 games. He showed nothing there too. He shot 10% from the 3. Like,
that was brief though, Oren. I mean, he's at least 25 or 30 games.
Gary,
I mean, he's at least 30
bro. They were
games in the
saying he
G
could
League.
shoot like Dame Lillard, bro. I'm like, yo, what?
That's my like.
Who said that, man?
It was all on Nets Twitter when we drafted him.
Wow, that's a little outrageous.
Is this Dariq Whitehead over here?
He can't shoot, bro.
Yeah. So they said, these are the scouts over here. So overall, this is his weaknesses. He has a lot of weaknesses over here. Can improve shooting and finishing consistency and efficiency in all areas. Tend to release his shot on the way down. Shot 68.4 from the free. Ouch! As a guard, you need to shoot like at least 75% 80%. 31% from the 3-point line on 4.9 attempts per game over the Nike EIBL in 2021.
Yeah, send him to the G League, bro.
Yeah, let him get a year under the G League and see what he can improve on or not.
Can I ask this question? If this is a year you're looking to tank, maybe get him some minutes. You know what I'm saying?
No, because Gary, it don't make sense because he hasn't had a full G League belt. He's only played 7 games. Let him get 30. Towards the end of the season, I would pull him up. Gary, I would pull him up at the end of the season where it's like 10 games left and let him get his feet wet. That makes more sense in the tank season because he's going to get hurt potentially if you play him this season.
Yeah, I also don't understand. Marlene, if you're going to say I'm a liar,
you agree with that, Gary?
You can look it up. That's an actual fact what he just said.
He shot 14% from the G League last year on 7 games at minimum. 14%.
Yo, Marlene, pull up to the chat. We haven't seen you ever talk on this. Pull up. Come debate Oren. We'll welcome it.
Yeah.
I feel the energy though, Marlene.
Yo, BK, who's selling this, bro?
Why is he attacking me? I don't understand. I like Marlene.
Who's that?
Who's selling this talking about he can shoot, bro? He can't shoot.
No. I mean, in college, that's what he's shown. I mean, in high school and college, not college.
Well, whatever injury he had, he lost the ability.
But they said, I mean, he shoots on the way down. He doesn't shoot on the way up.
If we could have drafted
a lot of these guys could break your game down to the molecule. There's so much tape and like film. So he shoots on the way down. So this stuff he can actually improve on is like shooting on the way up rather than shooting on the way down. I mean, but he's a streaky shooter. He had games where his contribution was less than desired, limited creativity, and can expand his offensive game in the half court. Yeah. So maybe he's just good on fast breaks. He says, Marlon says, you're lying about yesterday's game not being his first game back after injury. So he's talking to Oren there.
Oh, I mean, it's a fact that it's his first game back after his second injury, but he's already had a first one. He came back from it. He played in the G League a good amount of games. Only then he had the shin surgery, and nobody has said any of this historical background. So I'm just filling you guys in that even last time he received a stint, Dariq Whitehead sucked and did nothing with his opportunity. Like Keon Johnson, on the other hand, has been begging for an opportunity, has been exploding, and we're not even talking
Right, he's not
about
even on
him.
the roster yet, right?
Man, if Ben Simmons could do what Keon Johnson did yesterday, I would keep him on his team, but he won't. So it's give me Johnson on his team.
I think we're gonna sign Keon Johnson back though. I think he's gonna come back.
No, he's got some good fundamentals. He can do a little scoring, a little bit of rebounding, stealing, blocks. Like that's good for him to do on a tanking season. I'll take that, but it depends on what Sean wants to do when he thinks is work.
Here's one thing, right? Like, depending on who you ask, he was either number 1 or number 2 in the 2022 recruiting class. So he's got talent. So I'm not ready to write him off. Like, I'm not ready to say he sucks, but you got to show me something. Like, I got to see something. That was tough to watch yesterday.
Let's start with desire. He didn't even shoot the ball. Let's start with desire. Let's start with just show me that you want this shit. Like, he didn't even do that. He didn't even want the ball yesterday. Like, after seasons of not playing, take the ball, shoot, and miss. That's already better than showing so little. Like,
No, or you're not wrong, but it's also like getting confidence underneath your feet because especially you have leg injuries, you take one wrong step, you get inflammation, and inflammation is a tricky bug because that neither stays nor goes. And maybe he was trying to be aware of that, but I agree that he should have took more shots. But we'll see what he does today if he takes more shots.
You know what, Marlene? Maybe he's our Noah Clowney story, and maybe by the end of the season, I'm gonna eat my hat. But this is not the feeling I'm getting. Okay,
nah,
Marlene?
Noah Clowney gotta do better, man.
Attacking me, like no need.
Nah, Noah Clowney's got to do better, man. 15, 18 points, man. None of this 14 stuff. You got to go a little higher next game for sure.
What, Clowney beasted?
No,
Clowney
defensively he was fine, but offensively, just take more attempts at the rim. Like he's got the athleticism in his bag. Show it more. The defense was fine.
They don't drop plays, John. It's a big mess. Clowney actually dominated yesterday, in my opinion.
No, defensively he was fine, but we're talking about offensive growth. I already know defensively what I can see from Clowney a few years down the line.
He was in all the right spots. Clowney was in all the right spots yesterday. He's one of the only reasons why we won the game. Like, actually, Clowney showed me exactly what he should be showing. And last summer league, he didn't show these things. So, like,
no, he's definitely got the defensive stuff, but I know he can do more offensively. I hope he has one of these dominant games in the summer league to really leave an impact. To say this is going to be my season. Like that's what I'm looking for.
Honest, Noah Clowney is the only bright spot for that draft pick, bro.
Yeah, we hit well with Clowney. We hit well with Clowney.
I don't even like Wilson at all. Like he reminds me of Kessler Edwards 2.0.
No, I like Wilson. I think Wilson's definitely going to throw on his team. Man. I'm definitely on Team Wilson right now.
It's like I feel like I'm watching Kessler Edwards, bro.
I feel like that's
Edwards had more jump though, DJ. I'm not sure why you make that comparison. Edwards actually had more jump at the rim. Wilson doesn't really jump that much at the rim like Edwards did.
Wilson's a little bit more physical too.
He's a physical player.
Right.
I think it's a decent comp. Like I do. Like they kind of look alike. They kind of play the same. Like.
Well, did y'all watch him? Did y'all watch him on the Kings? Did y'all watch Kessler Edwards on the Kings? I mean, he didn't really play much, but.
No, but Edwards had more spring though. Wilson doesn't have the spring, but he can give you some rebounding. Like I just don't think he has the spring like Edwards did on the boards. Because Edwards had some jump when he was playing on this team.
Wilson gives me the look that he's tough.
Yes, that's what it is. He's got culture, man. We need culture.
That's a New York thing,
on that offensive game. Then I'll probably watch him a little bit more.
No, he's a culture setter. We need that culture back on this team before we can even get better as a team. Wilson's one of those guys.
About DJ? What about Keon Johnson?
He's good. I mean, there's a reason why he's a journeyman, bro.
I don't know. I mean, he needs more. Like, you need to see more ball handling. Like, yeah. I mean,
I think it's his defense. I think it's his defense that's got to get better.
Why is he such a journeyman? Like, why is he?
Let's look up the scout report because again, this is why I already started doing the Nets because it's really, really hard getting into all of these players, man. You know, it's really, really hard getting into all these.
Like every time I see him, he's on a different team, bro.
No, you know what it is? He's got the athletic profile. It's just, can he put it all together? I don't think the team has given him that chance to like see what he can do because he hasn't shown them that he can have that trust. But he's got some scrappiness to his game for sure.
I think he can be our Lonnie replacement.
So this is
no, I don't see that. Or Lonnie had way more athleticism and
who he
scoring.
replacing? He could definitely replace Dennis Bum Schroeder though. I'm not going.
No, he said Lonnie Walker, DJ. I don't agree with that. Nah.
I mean, what did Lonnie do for us? Lonnie didn't do nothing.
Lonnie was scoring good off the bench. He has a good jump shot, some decent 3-pointing. He wasn't consistent like he could have been, but I thought
Lonnie
he was
like
decent.
another TJ Warren, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, because his assist numbers, like you want to be a really good shooting guard. It's like a starting shooting caliber, shooting guard. I mean, you have to pass, man. Like DJ and I always say, you got to pass. You can't average 1 assist a game and be like a shooting guard, man. You
right, but that wasn't Lonnie's game, though. He was mainly just a scoring guy. That's what he wants to be right now. But I agree with you. He needs to get better at that. But I just think that was what Lonnie wanted to do, which was
he's
score
sort of
more.
like a Cam Thomas. He's only giving you scoring.
Yeah, but he was helping Thomas though as a second option when Mikal crapped out.
It's the same thing with Keon. It's the same thing with Keon Johnson as the passing. So I think if we can get the passing together. I mean, but all the other boxes he checks, all the intangibles, athleticism is a 9, 8, defense a 9. I was just saying that. I was just watching him defensively.
I think they'll bring it back on a 2-way. Honestly, we have two two-way spots open. Yeah, no, but he could play minutes though on the 2-way for sure. I'll give him minutes this year.
Oh, they compare him to Latrell Sprewell, man. A blast from the past. They feel like that's his ceiling right there.
Yeah, put up some Johnson highlights, BK, on the YouTube. Let's watch some of his highlights. Get more of an idea.
Let me see his weaknesses on the scouting report.
It's probably gonna be like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's not much. Yeah, he doesn't play much. So.
No, but you can pull this game from yesterday if you want.
Then it's time at Tennessee. So, all right. So, if he's shooting bad on the college level, coming into the pros is going to, I mean, that's something that's really going to hold him back right there.
Right. He's got the athletic vertical. It's just how can he utilize it?
No, I mean, you got to, like I said, you got to pass, man. And like 27% from 3.
He gives me James Johnson vibes, honestly.
Put a wall around him.
The fact that we already had a guard that could actually pass and we just let him walk.
Yeah. Classic marks.
Well, they look. So as far as Lonnie Walker, I mean, they're looking at probably Dariq Whitehead as that replacement, though.
Like Lonnie, who else we let walk? David Duke Jr. Like David Duke wasn't even bad. He just didn't get no minutes, bro.
No, Duke was building something, man. Duke was building something, and they let him go.
And then I saw him play over there on the Spurs. I'm like, yo, why we let this dude walk, bro?
What about Sumner? He was playing good. I think I just dropped 50 on a different team.
But Sumner was like he had a lot of offensive inconsistencies.
No, but he was fast. I call that kid the blur, man. He was getting to the rim so quick sometimes. I'm like, damn, where's the speed in your game?
Yeah, but he didn't have any footwork or anything like that. It was just speed. If you take that away from him, what else can he do?
Yeah, but to DJ's point, there were a lot of young talent on this team that we let go too soon. We were trying to compete. If you kept those guys, the rebuild would have been so much easier for this team.
I'd probably rather have David Duke start than what Dennis Schroeder was starting, bro. Nah.
Yeah, Duke would fit the timeline more.
The food stamps gives you a little bit more playmaking.
You finally give Schroeder his credit, BK. About time.
I don't know. Schroeder is crafty veteran.
BK's dropping some truth tonight, man. The Simmons now Schroeder, man. BK, what's got into you, man?
I'm always telling the truth, man.
Yo, Scott, hit that record button, man.
I got it going.
It's rare, man. It's some rare stuff.
Like LeBron said, BK, we need a point guard, bro. Come on.
Yeah. But he got
LeBron
for David Duke Jr. You saw him in summer league, right? Like he wasn't looking to get Clowney involved. I mean, he wasn't trying to use his team. I mean, that was his last opportunity, really. Huh?
LeBron even won him.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying he gives you some playmaking. Like he's more of a willing passer than a David Duke Jr. Because I was watching David Duke Jr. like last year in summer league. I'm like, damn, it's horrible, man. Shot selection, not looking to get his teammates involved. Because that was really like his last opportunity to make a team last year. That was it. And you see, I don't think he's even on a roster spot anywhere.
So what you think Dariq is gonna come in and do? What you think he's gonna be in the G League or what, BK?
G League.
Yeah, G League. For this year, there's no sense of
he's
bringing him
definitely
up.
in the G League for the whole year. You think?
Yeah, to like last 10 games. So last 10 games.
So they have so in summer league they have 10 fouls. So these guys can actually get really, really physical. But in regular games, you got to kind of pick and choose your spots, in terms of being physical. So you don't want to just waste stupid fouls on like a Dariq Whitehead until they can show, on the NBA level that, hey, he can get to the rim. Then like sometimes physicality bothers a lot of players. Yeah. All right. So from reading the weaknesses over here for what's his name? Who are we talking about, man? This guy.
Keon Johnson.
Keon. Yeah, I can understand why he's actually really on the bench and he's not really getting shot selection. He has more turnovers than assists. He actually has to learn how to play the game pretty much. Can be loose with the ball, turn it over 2.6 times per game, have more turnovers than assists, could rebound back. So they said like a lot of his offense came from post ups. And even though he's overly athletic, there's guys like that are bigger, physical than him, and just as athletic. And he's not going to be able to get those type of, for you and I, Jonathan, Scott, he can get those shots off, but against pros, nah. Those post-ups.
Them turnarounds, right?
Yeah, those turnarounds and everything. Yeah. Which is, even the turnaround shots are like really kind of a low percentage shot. You should be able, like with his athleticism, be able to explode through contact.
Yeah, but he's still a decent two-way to give away. He'll help us during parts of the season with just minutes and doing what he can do.
Here's the issue with giving the Rika roster spot over like a Keon Johnson. We've been selling this whole culture idea, right, for years. And what does culture mean? It means that if you come to work ready to play and you show with your ability on the court, that you deserve an opportunity, you get the opportunity. And we have time and time again made exceptions for players like Ben Simmons or Dariq Whitehead because they have a mental state or they're recovering. And what it tells other players is that this whole culture thing is bullshit. And that's why it doesn't stick, because it proves to other players on our roster that actually you don't have to bring your A game. Like, there are exceptions. There are those that we respect because they're having a tough mental year and they can just get a roster spot for free. So nothing feels like it can be earned. Everybody on the roster doesn't feel like they have a true shot to earn a spot. Like, I actually think it's a big issue to reward people like Dariq, to give them a chance again and again. Ben is expiring, so fine. But like, I think if we want culture, you have to give the people who earn the chance a chance. Otherwise, it means nothing.
Right, but that goes back to Sean Marks being a goody two-shoes and thinking that coddling every player will get him respect or some type of recognition, and really it makes you look weak in the eyes of the fan base. That's why so many people criticize his moves. But the thing about having Jordy on this team is he's going to be a hard ass and he's going to make you earn your minutes. He's not just going to give Dariq the minutes. He's like, Dariq, play in the G League, get healthy,
JV was the
and
same.
we'll work your way
Sean
up.
Marks out. JV was the same.
I'm
Sean
just
Marks
saying though,
told him to
BK,
play
you sure
Ben.
about that?
What, DJ?
You sure that Jordy's gonna do all this that you're saying, bro? I mean,
I think he's going to be tough. I think he's going to be tough on these guys. Like, he's already calling these guys out for bad practice while he's in the Olympics. I mean, I appreciate keeping up with these guys.
Steve Kerr or Monty Williams or Doc Rivers over here, I don't believe no coach. I don't believe in no coach, bro.
No, we should have got a coach with experience. I will keep saying we should. We're going on a decade now with the coach without long-term experience. But if Jordy can get these guys into a system, that's a start. We need a start. We haven't had a start in 2 years. Like, we need to get back to like a coach that actually has a structure for this team, or else where are we going to go?
Jordy is a coach of experience, guys. Steve Nash was a coach without experience. Jordy is coming from the league. Jordy has grown up in the league.
And Jacques Vaughn was a coach with experience, and look what happened.
Well, Jacques Vaughn.
Listen. You still need players, man. Now you can bring Greg Popovich over here with that
I mean,
same
they put a
team
lot of
last
faith
year.
in Jordy with this trash roster, though, BK.
Now, you know what it is? Jordy's more hands-on. Coach Vaughn was like a school teacher with the radical truth BS, and I'm like, dude, can you actually get these guys to show this on the court? Why are you trying to like their students?
Yeah, but
Don't
John,
like the grown men on the court.
why did y'all trying to give credit to him for what he did on the kid? Like, bro, that was Mike Brown, bro.
No, I'm not giving him credit, but I want to see him establish something this year. I'm going to see through my eyes if these guys are actually playing hard or they're not playing anything at all by what he does here. It's going to be an evaluation, DJ, on my part. I'm not giving him anything right now.
What about the Canadian national team, though?
That don't count, BK. That's a way different thing. This is NBA we're talking about.
No, I mean,
that was the talent. That was the talent.
They beat Team USA last year, right?
That was because of the talent, BK.
Yeah, you
what
gotta
do you
get.
say have?
Remember, like I said, you
Ingram?
gotta get
You
these
can't give
guys.
him credit for that, bro. That was just talent.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, what? I think the Canadian roster was better than the American roster. You think?
Yeah.
I mean, that year, yeah. You see who our American roster was? The American roster was trash.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah.
I mean, it was like what 1 or 2 players that was actually good, but that lineup was terrible.
Yeah, Squidward was the best player
Look
on
what
that
happened
team.
this year. You see what happened? They beat Canada.
Yeah. I don't think they have the bigs.
That's because we brought back the Avengers, bro.
Yeah. They don't have the bigs that can match up with
real
hoopers. The guards can match up with Team USA. It's just that the bigs can't. So
yeah, like look who he had on the last American team, bro. That team was it was a bunch of role players.
Yeah, wasn't Ingram like right on the bench half that time, and he was supposed to be one of the main scorers?
Well, he didn't want to. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to sacrifice. He wanted to be the guy. And like I said before, and it's hard. You have like 5 guys that are like talented. I mean, somebody has to sacrifice.
There's only one ball. There's only one ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only one basketball, man. So, and Brandon Ingram didn't want to sacrifice, man. He just like it's hard. It's really, really hard because like never in his basketball career was he asked to play a reduced role. So
Right.
I don't know if guys can actually figure that out.
Well, they were mostly role players on Team USA, so having to take on those leadership mean roles isn't something they're used to. So I think the results kind of showed that too. Like you can't expect them to just be all good out of nowhere, given that they're not used to that.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have Jamal Murray last year. The team did they have Shea too? They I don't think they had Shea last year.
No,
Or Jamal Murray.
No.
So and he still actually beat the Team USA. Yeah. So Dariq Whitehead, man, you guys aren't sold on him, man. So only a couple of people in the comments
See what
section.
goes in the G League.
Yeah. So Clowney is not a self-creator. Marlon says.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I mean, he's not a self-creator, but I could see him turning into one, though.
Yeah, one day he's gonna take time. Like he can take the ball to the rim though. When he has a clear lane, he can dunk the shit out the ball.
He can self-create for himself more than what Claxton can.
Yeah, well, Claxton's got to take the risk this season. Make some jump shots, make some threes. Nobody's looking at him.
That center DJ that Indiana had, Walker, man, he was a beast, man.
He was good, man. He was good.
Wait, who you talking about? Who you talking about? BK?
Walker, I forgot his first name.
Jarice Walker.
Yeah, Jarice Walker.
He played what, center? No, I thought he was a small forward.
Oh, he's 6'8", 240. I think they have him as their center. Let me pull up the roster.
He had 25 points? He was dominant that first half. He was really good.
Yeah,
the Pacers got a nice team, bro.
I think we could trade Johnson to them for one of their prospects and some draft capital. Like they need to make a move. Like we have vets on this team that they could use.
John, they just made the playoffs. They just made a decent run in the playoffs. You think they're gonna give up any of those dudes?
I think they give up Walker because look who's in front of Walker on the team. They got Pascal. Wiseman just came on board. Like there's a lot of people that are in front of Jarice right now. Like he may not have the playing time, and they wanted to get him playing time, but they kind of made the Pascal move, so that kind of puts him back in the corner. And I'm just like, he could be available for the right price, potentially.
Wait, what was that, Jonathan? You were saying about?
I was saying that Jarice Walker could be available because look who's on the depth chart for the Pacers. They already got Pascal, they got Turner, they just got James Wiseman. So it's like Walker's at the bottom of the poll again.
That's the beauty of it, though. I mean, you got all that talent, that depth, bro. I mean, why would they just give up that depth?
Yeah, like I said, if you're going to win, you need
somebody goes
firepower,
down,
man.
Now they got
I think Boston kind of re-signed their guys, so you need firepower to go against them, man. Just same thing with Houston. That's why I don't know about the Cancun thing.
Pacers got a bench, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
the Pacers probably would really love Doe on their team though for defensive purposes. All right. Like, that probably would make more sense than Johnson.
Yeah, DJ,
probably.
Pacers and the Knicks 7-game series.
Pacers and I got the Knicks.
Okay.
I don't think it goes 7, to be honest.
No, in a 7-game series. I'm saying not like head-to-head matchups regular season in a 7-game series playoffs.
Yeah, the Knicks starting 5 is too much for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even without a center, I don't think Pascal and Turner really worked as well as I thought they were going to work. They kind of looked a little clumsy to me. I think the Knicks would probably have more 3-point shooting, which would kind of hurt the Pacers, honestly.
Jalen
Jonathan,
Brunson just
evaluating.
re-signed, bro. He took less. So, John, what's up,
Jonathan,
bro?
who did you want to get from Indiana? Who
I
did you
mean,
pick
hey,
first?
he chose friendship, DJ. Let's see if it works. But I think a lot of stars are going to be like,
Jonathan.
hey, this is not a trend we want.
Jonathan, who do you want to get
good
from
move.
Indiana? What was the player you were talking about?
Wait,
Gary was asking.
Wait, Gary, what'd you say, Gary?
Who did you want from Indiana for Cam Johnson?
I was thinking Jerice Walker because he's on the bottom of their depth chart right now, or Ben Shepherd maybe. Like those are two guys I think that they'd be willing to move for a veteran like a Johnson or Doe.
Yes. For Ben, I would.
You think you can get that and a pick, or are you getting that instead of a pick?
I think you get that and a pick because I think the Pacers need to make a big move. They need a veteran. I think Doe would fit their team, honestly, because they need that defensive veteran guy. Their defense isn't really that good, honestly. They have offense, but they don't have a defensive guy to help hold
They
them
got
down.
Walker, bro. Walker is kind of like they dope.
Yeah, but he's not going to play
barely
main minutes
plays,
right now, is all I'm
yeah.
saying. They have a lot of depth on that team, like you said, but is Walker going to get any main minutes? I don't think so. I think there's an opportunity there for the Nets to give him a veteran player, take him on. He fits our rebuild, especially if we're going to get rid of Dayron. Like, we need another guy that you could potentially develop. Walker would fit that, and he'd get more minutes on this team. I think that's what Walker wants.
To be traded to the Cavs for Tyson, that rookie Tyson kid who's playing great, and Isaac.
The Cavs, you said?
Yeah.
Nah, or it don't work because we can't give a core a new contract. Sean doesn't want to give any new contracts out right now. I think Johnson, though, to the Magic for Jet Howard and that Nuggets 2025 pick would definitely be an option for the Nets. We'd have 7 picks next year. That would be awesome.
That would be a sick haul. I agree that this would be a sick haul. I'm telling you guys to watch out for the Cavs because it's a very close deal to happening. They're just working out like the edges.
But that was on Doe, though, Oren, not Johnson. I heard Doe.
Yeah, one of those wings. They're talking about both scenarios, if I understand.
Now, you know who I would like, Oren? A package of Niang, Imani Bates, and 3 second-round draft picks for Doe. That would be
Why
a
do you
good
want Imani? They're a Tyson rookie. Did you watch
package. We
him
get
play?
capital. We get Bates.
You don't want Bates. You don't want him. He sucked. Did you watch that Tyson?
What?
I don't think they would give up Tyson. I think they.
You don't want.
No, I don't think they'd give up Tyson. Though. I think Bates though for the right offer though, and we could flip Niang for more draft capital. I think that's a way better move for the Nets than getting Isaac Okoro.
Imani is good, bro. It's just he's just skinny.
Imani is special.
He'll
but
be good on this team. He's a young player.
Guys, Tyson played great. You should put his highlights. He's a rebounding shooter.
But I don't think the Cavs would give up Tyson though.
Yeah, Cavs would give up. I don't see them giving up Tyson or Imani right now.
That's possible. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't happened yet. So
no, I think they would for Doe, and maybe
Okoro is the
maybe we could add Dayron if we have to give up Dayron with Doe. That can work maybe.
I would move off of Okoro more than anything.
All right.
Wait, what'd you say, DJ?
I would move off of Isaac Okoro more than anything.
Nah, he wants a new contract. I think he wants like a 3-year, $45 million contract. I don't think that works for the Nets. We don't really want to give him that money right now. But I think Bates and 3 second-round draft picks is better for the Nets.
Also, Bronny James from the Lakers. I don't mind trading for him and having him be a 10 commander.
Oh
for
my
us.
God, no!
Good hands. Good hands.
No.
We're going to be in the best hands ever. For sure, going to get a top 3 pick.
Can I be honest with you? Would you guys have really given Bronny a standing contract, not a two-way? I think that's just a little bad what they did. I guess he's the son of LeBron James, but you really shot your team doing that.
What, 55th pick? I mean, if they
no,
would,
if I'm Anthony Davis, why is
you gonna bring up? You know he's a LeBron fan, bro. You know.
No, I'm not a LeBron fan.
No, but BK, if you're Anthony Davis, why do you want to waste a roster spot on a guy who's only averaging 5 points?
All right, let's hold on. Let's say if they actually got someone else at the 55th draft spot, they wasn't gonna play anyway. You know, so yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah, but that's a waste. How are they supposed to compete for a championship?
It's a 55th pick.
Regardless if it's 50, they're gonna play Bronny, bro. Regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, I
but I don't think it's gonna work for them. I think this LeBron just trying to play his son.
He was projected to go number 17 in the mock draft before his
who?
Bronny is terrible.
Yeah, DJ, you're right. I'm kidding. It was a big joke. I'm sorry. Of course, you're right. We don't want Bronny James, of course.
Yeah, I think we should
No,
stay away from that.
he was projected to go like number 17 to Atlanta Hawks in the mock draft. Before his cardiac arrest situation. Before his
Yo,
heart.
we should have got Bub
17.
Carrington, BK, like you said. You see his summer league performance? That guy had a great performance, man. We should have got him.
Even like Khalil Ware, yeah.
Yeah, they're
No,
about to be
BK.
MVP.
Yeah,
Who?
There could be Khalil Ware and Carrington. He was also, both of them were great.
Yeah.
Nah, Carrington would have been great on this team, a young point guard, and apparently he had, I think, a lot of rebounds too. This last game, like he showed it off. I'm just like Sean.
Where
that was missed opportunity. What DJ?
Where got drafted to the Heat?
Who got drafted to the Heat?
Yeah, he had 27 points in his debut.
Oh, Ware. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he had 27 points in his debut. So
Did you hear about that Nuggets pick, Deron Holmes? He tore his Achilles tendon, man. That's rough.
A lot of people were calling for us to trade for that pick. Yeah, so we were kind of lucked out. That's why I kept saying, John, why not let these players play on the other teams and then make a move for them at the deadline after we see what happens? This is what I meant.
But I know, but Bub Carrington would be good. I know, but Bub Carrington would be good. We do need a young point guard for the future. I would have rather was try to get a young point guard in that draft, so BK wouldn't say, "Oh, we need to keep Ben Simmons." No, if we had a young point guard, that would have been a piece we already had settled and ready to go for a Cooper or Ace. Have a point guard of the future. That's what I was saying at the time.
You need a point guard. You need a point guard to run the offense, man. If not,
Nolan Traore is a point guard. He will be available for us at the next draft if we want him, and he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be a lot of media scrutiny, right? A lot of media pressure to drive Cooper Flag. Now, hypothetically, if the Nets get the number 1 pick, I mean, do you actually say does Sean Marks buck pretty much and takes Cooper Flag when Nolan can probably be better? Do they actually go for the best player or they go for need?
Best player.
Our need is Nolan. Our need is Nolan Traore.
Best player, bro.
But we're gonna take the best.
You gotta go for generational talent, BK.
Yeah.
No, but that's the whole thing. There's gonna be a lot of media pressure.
Now, if we get the second pick, Ace would be perfect for this team. That guy is a 5'2" player, great athleticism. We'd be set with 1 or 2. I'm happy.
Like all the other drafts after 2025, that's when you start to think about fit. But right now, you got to because we don't got
exactly.
Exactly.
If you're gonna trade Ace Bailey, I have no issue with it. He looks like an exceptional talent. You have to get rid of Cam Thomas because they both have not seen a shot that they don't like. Okay, both Ace Bailey and Cam Thomas. So, if you're gonna do it. But then you have to find a new home for Cam Thomas. So
I'm looking at Keon Johnson in this game over here. And even though this is a blowout, he played Milwaukee. This is a blowout game over here. He didn't look that bad though. Like his shot selection, he didn't really look that bad though. Trendon Watford with the backdoor cut right there. That's something we kind of need right
Wofford
there.
Was on clinch right there, bro.
What's that?
Wofford was on clinch right there, bro.
Yeah. I remember this game over here. Yeah, catch and shoot 3. Man, he played pretty well in this game, though.
You see what I'm saying?
He didn't force anything.
Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Like, why not give opportunity for these kind of players, the ones that actually can play, that have skills, that have shown something? Like,
I see some offenses, like some plays, bro.
Okay.
But Johnson's just putting it together.
Game, he's not going to look like this, guys. Even if Dariq had 27 points next game, he's not going to look like this, like what we just saw on the screen.
So what? You don't think he'll play like this in real meaningful minutes, though, Keon Johnson?
No, Keon will. I'm saying we keep giving chances to people like Dariq because he was a higher draft pick. I don't know why. Okay, but it's not the right choice. The right choice is to give it to the guy who earned it.
I'm glad Oren's calling out management, man. Like, I know the McCall thing was big, but I'm glad Oren's, keeping it real, though. Appreciate that.
All right, so like I said, with Cooper Flag, and there will be a lot of media pressure. So
but the BK, that's good pressure. Cooper Flag, the one thing you had to know about this guy, his confidence is unmatched. This dude is stone cold.
You know how
man.
They act when they get pressure.
Yeah, but confidence is everything. And here's the thing: Brooklyn have not had the chance to actually draft a first-round generational draft pick. If we could do that next year, this changes the game for Brooklyn,
All right,
hands
so
down.
one player, their ceiling, they believe that he's going to be compared. He's going to be like Andre Kirilenko, which is not bad. I'm not, Andre Kirilenko, AK-47, was not garbage, man, by any means. But when he came to us, he kind of was. He was washed, but during his days with D. Will, he wasn't. He was really good. And you have, oh wait, who's the number one pick? All right, Cooper Flag. All right, so the second one over here is who's Ace Bailey over here, and they say Ace Bailey's being compared to Rashard Lewis now.
What?
Who was his comparison before?
These comparisons are weird for these guys, man. Like honestly, they're just weird comparisons.
So these are like this one over here is really like the actual NBA like scouts over here, what they think. So they had number 2. Who was the number 2? Drake Powell now. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, I heard of him. 6'6", 205 out of North Carolina.
Nope.
Where they got Harper at now? Harper is lower now, huh?
How did this happen? Wait, is this the latest, BK?
Yeah, Harper must be like 6.
Yeah, I think so. This is NBA Draft Net. It says 2025 extended mock draft 1.0.
Yeah, I don't believe this is accurate. I don't think this is accurate, man.
Top 5, bro. I don't see him. He's probably gonna be like the 6th pick or something.
John, what do you mean? This is accurate.
I think Harper will be top 5.
But they saying that Drake Powell was like another Grant Hill.
What? Listen, BK, whoever did this draft, I don't think they're thinking in the right space right now. We haven't seen these guys play in college yet this season. Like, you gotta chill here.
I'm not saying this. I'm just saying these are what the NBA scouts are actually saying.
Yeah, it's called boredom, BK.
Watch these guys.
They be all over the place.
Yeah. And so they have, who's this? VJ Edgecombe, 6'5", 190.
He's a good player.
The other night, did you see what he did? He dunked like one of the Vince Carter lookalike dunk in the Olympics.
Nah, he gives me some Edwards vibes, man, with that dunk, man. He's got some of that explosion, man, in his game. Edgecombe.
That was the most explosive dunk in the Olympics since Vince Carter did what he did. Like,
this guy's got some potential, man. And he's a point guard. Ooh,
6'3", though.
So you got to think he's like a John Morant? Like John Morant?
He doesn't feel 6'3". This guy is like, he runs the break like Tracy McGrady. Like, he's very special, this VJ kid.
I might draft Edgecombe over Harper. If we're being honest, guys, I might draft this guy over Harper. This guy seems to have a lot more vertical than people are talking about.
Neither one. If you're going to go guard, you're going to go Nolan Troyer. Have you guys watched Nolan Troyer? He's the best thing that's coming into the draft.
I think he's going to Washington. I think he's going to Washington, or they got a French connection thing going on over there lately. They got a lot of French talent over there.
If we get the number 1, we go Cooper. There's no doubt, but yeah.
Look at Edgecombe. Look at that. Ooh, come on.
How tall are you?
You see, he doesn't feel 6'3". He doesn't feel 6'3". He plays like a giant kid. Like, he's very special. And these are high school guys. There's Olympic highlights. He's playing with Eric Gordon and DeAndre Ayton on the Bahamas. I think.
This. Oh my
Dylan Harper.
Gosh. This guy gives me Anthony Edwards vibes, man, with that. Jeez.
He's
I don't know about Nolan, DJ. I mean, he's just caught. Did you see this right here, man?
No, he looks better than Nolan. Yeah, he might be better than Nolan.
Is this Ant-Man 2.0 vibes right here or what?
Dylan Harper, I don't see the hype of Brian.
VJ is very special, right, guys? He's a very special kid. Look at the Olympic highlights.
I'll be honest with you guys. I might draft VJ over Harper, man. I just think Harper takes a lot longer rebuilding with him. I think this guy, though, he looks a lot different than just average point guard.
But they said, all right, so Dylan Harper has the IQ too. But
does IQ help your rebuild though? It depends on the talent you have around Harper. This guy seems like he does a lot more.
Thing. You as a point guard got to make these other guys better. This is nice.
Not hard to come by. BK.
Huh?
These playmakers in these drafts are not hard to come by.
Yeah,
this guy has athleticism though, BK, that you've been talking about. For a point guard, he's got athleticism. That's a lot more dangerous than I think Harper right now.
Point guard skills too. I want to see passing. Yeah, he runs the floor really well. Look like he has to get a little stronger.
I'll be
I
honest with you. If we get the third
190.
pick, if we get the third pick, I'm taking Edgecombe. I don't know about
Man,
you guys, but if we get the
Actually, you
third
know
pick, I'm
what?
taking
he a
Edgecombe, man.
My boy Eric Hill Jr. He's an actor. I'm gonna try to get him on the show. He's 6'3", 190, and he dunked on me with no shoes on, barefooted, man. I mean, he's like
Damn.
hyper athletic, man. Hyper athletic. If you don't make your move in 2 seconds against him, you're not getting around him, man. And he just I try to box him out. He just throws me out of the way like I'm a rag doll, man.
Wow.
So
Gary,
6'3",
what do you think about
190.
Edgecombe, Gary?
I'm just seeing him now, but he looks like a special talent. I mean, I got to see
Yeah.
more of him to say I'm going to take him over Harper, but he
Nice
looks
in and out
good, man.
crossover right there. Okay.
This guy's giving me Ant-Man 2.0 vibes, man. I don't know, but this guy seems like he can grow.
I think more like Ja Morant. Oh, nice step.
Ja? No, I don't know if he's got that
2.0.
text yet. This guy's some scary dunking, man.
Who did they
Now,
cut
if you guys
to?
put Nolan Traore highlights, you're gonna see Jason Kidd 2.0 with Steph Curry shooting abilities. Like this kid is special, but Nolan Traore is even one level up. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have watched, but like,
I've
I
already watched
haven't.
Nolan.
How do you spell his name? Trey Hoare?
Man, this draft is gonna
you're
be
inviting it
sick,
for
man.
everybody.
We got
Nolan
6
Traore.
picks. I want to get more picks for this draft. Let's go.
It's possible. It's possible that a
7.
lot of these guys fall, man. I mean, let me see. All right, this is Nolan Traore.
Yeah, but
BK, if we got to trade one of our core members for some of these guys, I'll do that in the draft at this point. These guys look really good.
And if we
Nolan is
if we get
unreal.
if we get him, I mean, I could say goodbye to Ben Simmons, man.
BK, say bye to him now.
Oh,
Watch
man.
Nolan. BK, watch
Ben
Nolan.
Simmons
He's
is
so much
gone.
more like Ben. He's
Yo,
so much more
Scott,
like
replay what he said tonight, man. He needs refreshing.
You guys got caught on VJ.
BK
Just
said
watch
he was
Nolan for a second.
one-dimensional today. Own it, BK.
What were you saying, Oren, about
You
Nolan?
have to click. Please click because you guys are saying if you have VJ, you can replace Ben. Nolan is the next passing point guard of the future. Like, look at this kid. Click it.
All right, let's see.
This kid breaks the defense. He reads the entire court like a magician. Okay, like this kid is the real deal. Like,
I've been told you about Nolan.
Contested. He can take shots contested. He's projected number 1, guys. Like, we should be hoping to get this kid. He commands the floor like Rumelo.
I see what you're talking about. Like, yeah, he's got vision. He can shoot. He can finish out the hole.
Whoever that had that dunk needs to finish that dunk.
Look at this guy. Look how fast he gets in the lane. Like, he's really confident. Like, he's 6'6" almost. He's huge. Like,
he's taller than 6'3".
This is who we want. This is
I got Ace and VJ over him right now, man, and Cooper, just respectfully. But this guy definitely has skills.
Jason Kidd, this is your Jason Kidd. Like,
VJ and him is over Dylan Harper.
I wouldn't call him Jason Kidd, man. I got to see what this guy does in a year. It's a big, bold proclamation.
Well, he's playing against pros already, right? He's playing in France, so he's playing against pros.
Them France players, bro. Them France players be coming out there balling.
Yeah, man.
They know how to
but USA basketball is a little different from Viva La Noche.
I haven't seen him go to his left yet, so let's see if we can go to his
American
left.
players, they be taking too long to develop, bro.
Yeah.
Right, but DJ, this draft looks really good, man.
All right, he does got some vision, man.
John, I'm telling you,
he's giving me some Jason Kidd, Ben Simmons type vibe.
I'm telling you, BK, that's why I wanted you to click. He's such a good compliment to Cam Thomas. If we want to,
he can go to his left. Oh yeah, I was watching this kid already. Yeah, he can actually explode to his left hand just as equally as his right hand, which is not hard. It's not easy to do, man.
What I like is he set up that offense pretty good.
Yeah.
No more Sean Marks. If you're listening, no more one-dimensional players, bro.
You know his contract's up next year, right, DJ? How about bye, Shawnee?
Well, Jamal was saying that a lot of these kids can do that against their peers, but it's hard to do that in the NBA at times. Well, if Nolan can go to his left, like he can explode to his left hand.
Jamal, pull up, man.
Right hand.
Narrative though, BK, because look what he's doing. Like these friends. If you actually watch,
I know, DJ.
Players, bro,
they be telling me something I know already.
Kids.
Yeah,
but
they're going against pros. Yeah,
but I got 3 other guys open right now.
Nah, they've been going against. Look at Wemby. He's been going against pros since he was like a little kid. So was Luka. Like these overseas type players, bro. They come in just ready for the NBA.
Well, I mean, Wemby did have some growing pains though this year. You know, in fairness.
Well, he ain't
People
have a team around him.
Hernandez,
That's true.
he's
Right,
not
that
convinced.
too.
He's saying that he doesn't think that Nolan can measure up. No, he says I don't want
Nah, I
nobody
never do that. I never
got
compared
the
them
kid
to.
with
Nah,
these
that's wild.
scrubs.
No, Nolan's got a good profile. I think if we get a top 5 pick, one of these guys is
We'll never
definitely
get
a
another
core piece of this
player.
future. If we get a top 5, which we should.
It would be nice if he shot more with his left hand.
Right.
But,
Well, the fact that he can go to his left hand, I mean, that makes him. A lot of guys, even like Ben Simmons, man. If you watch him, shit. I was looking at him. I think it was this year, as a matter of fact. I said, shit, he's just as quick dribbling with his left hand as good as his right hand. I'm like, damn, that's hard. Kevin Durant, same
But he
thing.
be shooting with the wrong hand though.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. That shot looks ugly, man. I'm so yeah, if you can actually go to your left, it's just as equally as good to your right. Yeah. Now V let's look at his so they don't have anything really on him. Everything is like
damn.
With VJ, you guys have to watch the Olympic dunk. I think that's the one you cannot miss from like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yo, BK, pull up Cooper Flag's highlights from the Olympics, man. You said you'd do that. Let's look up his highlights, what he did with the practice game, man.
Listen, our first priority is drafting Cooper. Everybody else can.
Yeah, man, facts. Listen, you have Cooper on this team next year with Claxton Conley. That front court is like magic territory,
he looked
man.
like the most NBA.
Be a bigger team.
BK, you saw what the NBA players were saying about Cooper, bro? They was like, yo, he looks NBA ready right now, bro.
Yo, his confidence, DJ. I'm telling you, this dude will dunk on somebody, man, next year for us.
That's coming, and BK, that's coming from professional. That's coming from the NBA players, bro.
Facts, BK.
A lot of guys like Kevin Durant, Paul George was saying a lot about Cam Thomas too, and then look at Cam now.
Yeah, but you gotta look at the profiles and the genetics, though. Cooper's got a bit of a genetic advantage.
Yeah, but when you hear about like Cam, when other players talk about Cam, they mainly talk about his scoring. They always say like, "Yo, Cam can still improve."
Yeah, and Cooper made his bread and butter being a defender. BK, if you look at the scouting report, he was a defender first, and then he's finding his offense. That's a hybrid player, man. They're just very rare in this league.
And he's 6'8".
They're like, "Yo, he's NBA ready right now, bro." They don't just talk about one. Like when you
look at this, look at this. Show what Cooper can do here. Here we go.
He's a small forward.
They got him coming in playing the power forward though.
He gonna play small forward.
Look at him bring the ball up. Here we go.
He can play make a little bit.
He missed that layup, man.
Oh wait, just watch the tape. Just watch the tape. Just watch the tape.
Gets better as the tape goes on. Yeah.
Here we go. Wait, here we go.
He got a nice catch and shoot game a little
buckets. Come on.
All right, he runs the floor pretty well.
Man, we need him, bro. Regardless.
He's 6'8". That's pretty good.
He's a hybrid player, man. This guy's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be really good.
He's like a Brandon Ingram who cares about the game still.
Better than Ingram, man. This guy's a hybrid player. This guy's defensively way better than Ingram. He's better defensively.
I wouldn't say that yet.
But I mean, there's a lot of teams that don't want to pay Brandon Ingram that money, though.
Well, it's $200 million for what? You got even made to the second. I think these guys haven't made the second round of playoffs yet. What's $200 million?
The problem with Ingram is he's just inconsistent. He thinks he's the guy.
No, DJ, he had an opportunity to go to make a dunk on OKC to win the game. The guy takes a mid-range shot. I'm like, dude, you're bigger than half these OKC guys. What are you doing? Dunk the ball.
He doesn't understand.
Come on. The guy doesn't know how to use his own size anymore.
Yeah, and the guys were saying that they were trying. It's not like everybody wasn't trying during the scrimmage. So
yeah,
like,
bro, they was vouching for Cooper Flag. Man, I'm telling you, Cooper Flag is the most NBA ready player in this.
Facts, DJ. Listen, you have Cooper on this team. We're going to be a playing team a year from after that. Honestly,
I don't care what anybody. If the NBA players is coming out saying that, then it's true.
Man, imagine we had
I'm gonna look for this NBA. There was an NBA scout. Let me see if I can find him. Hold on, because he was saying something about Cooper Flag too. It was a black
better
guy.
Than Cam Thomas. He's better than the whole roster if he comes here.
Man, no, listen, our front court with Cooper and Claxton would be so much better.
I don't care, man.
He was saying that.
I don't care who comes up here and hear me say that. I don't care. It's a fact.
And Cooper has playmaking skills too. This guy can play make. He's not just a power forward. This guy can play make.
Watch Cam and tell me who's better.
I see he got handled.
He got handles. I mean, Ace Bailey. There's not really too much about that side of his game.
Cam's handles. is what BK dribble, step back all the time. That's dribble, step back.
Yeah, he has to work on more like offensive versatility, like
combos.
being able to move without the basketball, like more like cuts, back doors, being able to like finish. He's like he's not the most like. Just look at Donovan Mitchell, and then you look at Cam. Donovan can explode and finish through contact. Cam can't.
I'll be honest. If we get 2 top draft picks next 2 years, I think Thomas would be a 6th man off the bench for us. I think that'd be the highest we'd have him on this team.
Careful,
would you guys be open to that? Have him as a 6th
you
man?
understand, Jonathan, that Breezy will put you in timeout?
It depends on who.
No, Breezy understood the points we were talking about, because if you get a Cooper or Ace and then you get an AJ or a Cam Boozer, is Thomas going to still be that starting lineup with Clowney, Claxton, and those guys?
Wait, hold on.
No,
we're not going to get all them players.
No, I'm just saying we're gonna get at least 2, and then you have Clowney, Claxton. That's 4.
Okay,
is Thomas gonna still be with that, or is he gonna be moved to the bench?
Nah, Cooper and VJ or Nolan or Dylan Harper is the only 2 like that we'll probably get, but I don't see Cam coming off the bench though for them.
I mean, it depends. If you get a draft pick in 2026, though, a Boozer or AJ, then it kind of does force the coach to have to make a move, especially if Thomas doesn't improve defensively in 2 years. You kind of have to play him as a 6th man, which isn't a bad thing. If he's giving you 20-plus points a night off the bench, you're probably winning a lot of games with these guys.
They compare Nolan. They compare Nolan to Jamal Murray. These scouts over here.
I mean, is there anything wrong with Thomas as a 6th man on this team? I mean, he's going to help you win games eventually.
It's like I said, the
those are the only people that have a problem with it.
They pop pussy for a lot of the players, man.
I mean, how awesome would it be to have a Cooper and an AJ in your starting unit with Clowney and Claxton, and then you have Thomas come off the bench to give you 25 a night? I mean, we'd be probably winning a lot of games.
Say if we do get all them players in the draft and we start them, and Cam comes off the bench, and if he doesn't improve like that, then he's gonna have to be sent to the bench.
Right. And here's the thing: it shouldn't be a bad thing for Thomas as long as you're playing middle minutes. You'll be winning games. I just don't get why he has to start. And then why can't we get young prospects to want to lead this team if they take a time away from Thomas?
Listen,
that's nothing.
Ben should play. All right, so this they could trade Ben Simmons. Maybe they can get some picks. This draft class is loaded over here.
Bro. Why? What are we trading Ben for? Come on, BK. Ben Simmons is Lonzo Ball, BK.
If he's playing well and he shows that he's 100%,
that's a big if.
If Simmons. That's his name. Ben if Simmons.
Man, BK, you living in a different reality, bro, because that ain't going to happen.
Yo, Scott, play the tape, bro. I can't with this, man. You're showing crabby on me again.
They have this guy, Ian Jackson, right? They got him as a Jamal Crawford, like lightning fast first step. He's an excellent outside shooter, 5 times a dynamic skill set as he sets up the drive. Ian Jackson over here, man. So this draft is deep, man.
I mean, Gary, would you be fine playing Thomas off the bench if it leads to winning basketball? Like, what's your stance on that?
Yeah, like you just showed me Crawford, like Lou Williams, like a role like that where he's still playing starters minutes and he's still getting a lot of shots, but he's coming off the bench because he's kind of one-dimensional. I could like a Lou Williams. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't like
it works. Like we don't have to necessarily trade Thomas. I mean, we need a guy to lead our second unit.
I think so. You're looking at all these players, especially the guards, because like NBA Draft Net. I mean, they didn't show all these guards in the actual like the other mock drafts I was looking at. They didn't show this guy. Show this. So they said Cameron Carr. They compare him to Zach LaVine over here. That's the potential, and this is like a number 8 pick right here. So let's look at the rest of these guys.
Did you see what the media was saying about the Nets, bro? Saying that we don't deserve Cooper Flag, bro.
Okay.
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, they don't decide the pick for us. The combine draft.
Why? They made a lot of good points, bro. We really don't deserve Cooper Flag, bro.
Why?
Yeah.
But we made the move to get our picks back.
Why?
Nah, our history is bad, though, bro.
Listen, I will be fine if we get a top 2 or 3. If we have a chance at Ace Bailey, I'm fine. But if you have the number 1 pick, you aim for Cooper. You don't look back.
All right, I'm on a new thing. Trade Ben Simmons now. Man, look at
You're not going to get anything
back. Thank you, BK. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Big pause, Scott. Big pause on that.
Let's go. Be positive, BK. Just get rid of Ben. Look at this shit over here,
I'm
man.
being realistic. We're not gonna get anything back for Ben.
Listen. Let's trade him for Jordan Poole right now. Let Thomas and Poole have fun
my
this
God.
year. Then we
John
trade
is so
Poole.
unreal. John,
Nah,
you
you got
okay,
these guards that I'm seeing over here has the potential to be better than Jordan Poole.
Why would they trade, bro? Come on, bro. Why would they trade Poole, one of their best scorers over there, regardless of how you feel about him?
Because Ben would actually make the Wizards team better than us in the draft standings. At least we have Poole. At least Thomas isn't scoring by himself.
They have
the playmaker. He would. They don't have a playmaker on that team.
They got Poole. They got Poole that can play
saying that Aza Newell can be picked at number 9, and they comparing him to Nikola Vujic.
They gonna see Poole gonna have a breakout year, bro. Watch. They be hating on Poole, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
you were open to that idea, though.
The guy gets punched in his face one time, and now they hate him.
He's okay. Pool's okay.
Hey, Poole and Thomas will be fun on the tanking team. They break scoring records and don't win, but at least they break scoring records. That'd be fun than Thomas just playing by himself.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that backcourt at all.
Right, and plus Sean doesn't want to take off
you have a boner
contracts.
hating on Cam. Well, just look at these players I'm mentioning.
Cam is one. Hold on.
Well, if I give Poole a chance, I have to give Cam a chance.
But Poole is not one dimensional.
Ooh.
I would have to give Cam a chance, though. That's my thing. Cam Thomas.
I just think he could have a career like
Poole
Jake
got a
Russell
ring. That's a difference.
Or
well, Poole got that ring with who?
Who, Gary?
But Poole got that. But Poole got them 3 wins though.
Yeah, but he still got it with who?
Okay, I mean you could say that, but I mean he still got a ring. He still helps.
With the Splash Brothers.
So
right?
what do you think, Jonathan? I mean, it's possible they can get a lot of good players in the 2025 draft, right?
I think we're fortunate to have 6 picks. I just wish we had a GM that can utilize those picks, because this is going to be important. That draft is going to decide our fate the next few years. You have to hit on all those picks, or if you use them to make a bigger move, you got to use them wisely. Like, you can't botch this.
You think that Sean Marks should value culture? Like, oh, well, they have to have like a Mikal Bridges type of vibe, but like not as skilled? Or if Ace Bailey has like, let me think of an example, man.
We should have signed Tyus Jones, bro.
No, I would have loved Jones on his team as far as like a rebuilding piece. He would help the young guys. He's like,
a good player. Marlon's not feeling you, DJ. DJ, he ain't feeling you, man. He's not feeling you. Yeah, he says, I can't take the Heat fans seriously, man. He's not.
Damn, DJ's connection to the Heat is getting him some bad publicity.
I mean,
man.
I don't care. I mean, when do I ever come up here talking about the Heat, bro? Like,
but it's a good question, DJ.
Jamal, who were you talking about? You saying Nola? Oh, so he's saying Nolan's is Nikola, Frank Ntilikina.
They just in their feelings though, BK. Like they just be in their feelings, bro. Like I get y'all, you want to, get on your knees and praise Cam, but I don't do that. So
no, I appreciate Cam fans opening their minds to, if we get big draft picks, Thomas will likely be moved to the bench, if anything else. Like
he's a Heat fan, bro. I'm a basketball fan, bro. There's a difference.
I'm just saying, Cam Thomas deserves an opportunity to show if he grow. If he don't grow, then he goes to the bench.
That's what I said to BK the last stream, though, Scott. And BK doesn't think that's possible with Thomas and Clax. He thinks they've hit their ceilings, and that's what we're going to see this season. But we'll see.
We'll see.
What Jonathan said,
Scott, it's really more on the defense, like with Cam Thomas. I'm not really concerned about him offensively, even though he could get better. Like I said, with be able to play on and off the ball.
Well, defense is a mindset.
No. How is he going to physically match up to Jaylen Brown?
Well, you just got to have. Well,
defense,
you got to.
All
right, defense. Let me tell you. Let me say.
All right. Let's not finish this point. I
can have a great defensive mindset, but I'm not guarding a pro.
BK, let's not finish this point.
Curry changed his whole game to start playing defense, bro.
Well, defense is a mindset and a skill level that you need to play good defense.
Remember
is your foot, your feet. You got to be quick. I don't think Cam is quick.
All right. If they target, they spread the court out, right? Let's say Boston, we playing them,
and that's a him problem. That means he got to improve.
Right. Yeah, they spread the court out, and then they put him in a pick and roll, like they set a high screen, and now you have.
Well, if you're in a pick and roll, you got to put your feet. You got to be in a position for that pick and roll. It's a 2-man game. It's a 4-man game.
All
Other
right,
words,
so
it's 2 to 2.
if he's guarding a player like Tatum, you have to send help, man. He's no. That's like
Well,
I
he
said.
ain't
He
gonna
was like a
guard
guard.
Tatum.
He doesn't.
He
No,
ain't-
they can
I
make it
mean-
to where they can. They can target. They can set screens. They can have Porzingis come up.
Yeah,
set a
but typically
screen.
on a night-to-night basis, bro, he's not gonna.
Well, that's going to depend on how
No.
Clowney and Claxton play with Thomas if they can back him up efficiently. And
Right.
can Thomas
That's the-
play with the big guys? Like Thomas needs to
Yeah,
get
but
these
who's
guys
got drop
involved
coverage?
more.
Didn't have drop coverage.
schemes.
Killing the skimmers.
That's how. That
Jalen
depends on how
Brunson.
Jody.
Like, here's a question: how many assists do you think he's going to give Claxton on lobs? Realistically, what's your number, guys? Just let's go in a row.
Well,
Like,
he
how
did
many
improve.
assist lobs do you think Thomas is going to give Claxton or Clowney
He
this
did.
year?
He did improve. He did improve this.
I would say
season.
3 to 4, which is
All right,
fair.
so again, I'm not talking.
What about you, Gary?
I'm mainly my concern with Cam Thomas is the defense because I saw how
His footwork got
I've
improved.
seen how Kyrie, like I looked at Kyrie Irving, is one of the most skilled players in NBA history, man.
You know how Kyrie guard people? He beats them to their spot. He beats them to the spot. He knows what they want to do.
Well, then Kyrie defies gravity.
But Kyrie got quick feet.
No, but like Jaylen Brown was able to were you watching the final, Scott? Like,
yeah, I saw it.
You saw what Jaylen Brown was doing to Kyrie, right? With no help.
Yeah, he was blown
So
by.
I was 50-50 on Cam Thomas. I said, well, maybe we could build him on Cam. So then when I was watching the finals and I saw Kyrie was really struggling against Jaylen Brown, it's just that he's too big and physical where you can't, even if you put your shoulder into his chest, you can't really budge him or move him. And like, yeah, man, these guys are tough, man. And you got Anthony Edwards.
Why did Brown get invited to the Olympics? I'm still trying to figure that whole thing out. Apparently, Tatum didn't want him or something.
Probably standing up for Joe Tsai.
What?
Standing up for Joe Tsai.
Well, Jaylen Brown is not a small dude.
Not being invited to the
No, that's what you still have Anthony Edwards out there. You have Tatum. Jalen Brunson is he's physical too. I mean, he's not a pushover, and you can't just move. Cam Thomas is not going to just be able to move him out of the way.
But that's why Thomas will likely move to the bench, because if he doesn't improve against these guys you keep talking about, then you have to make that move if you get top draft picks.
Like saying
that's self-explanatory at that point.
Lopez, we need you to go out there and be a great switch defender, or Andre Drummond, go out there and be a great switch defender. No, it's not going to happen.
I mean, even like Cam has you could tell he does have a little bit of an attitude problem when somebody tells him yo, we need you to come off the bench today.
Well, he better not.
Because he's looking to make money, man. I mean, that's
true. But BK,
being a starter and being a bench player affects their contracts.
I mean, Nash and Vaughn, they did have points about Cam, yo, you got to pass the ball. I used to think Nash was just talking crazy, but now
that's what Claxton said. He said pass the ball.
Right though,
a few months ago.
Yeah.
But then Claxton said, "I'm going to follow the guy."
If anybody played basketball out there, I mean, I'm 45 years old, but back when Kobe was in his prime, everybody wanted to be like Kobe. They would take back shots. Huh?
He idolizes Kobe. Cam does.
Yeah, but just because you idolize somebody doesn't mean that you should get the same type of treatment. Though you got to earn that.
No, but it's the shot selection. Like you said with Cam Thomas, you got to use your team to win, man.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be able to do it.
Hey, Kobe, when that's rare, bro. MJ and Kobe did something rare. Nobody's.
Yeah. And you saw even I think that was in 2006 when
Kobe is a legit 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah,
6'7".
But what they did was yo, I'm taking the game over. They could just automate. They could just turn it on with the snap of their finger.
Well, look at Kobe. He has the most missed shots in NBA history, man.
I mean, but BK, it led to wins. That's the difference.
When they put a team around him,
he's not gonna be able to do that.
Cam has to show it this year. He's got to get his assist numbers better. He's got to work on rebounding.
And it took Phil Jackson to come over there and really kind of get Kobe to pass. I watched Kobe shoot like this. They be up 14 points, and there's 2 plays draped on Kobe Bryant, and he'll still take the fadeaway shot when his teammate is wide open, right at the
how good Kobe was. He can do that.
With Cam, it's individual progress. I'm not looking at Cam for wins.
Exactly.
I'm not looking at Cam for wins this season. I need individual progress
That's what I've been saying,
Cam.
LM.
Nah,
I've been
just
saying
nah.
that
I
if
I'm
agree,
nigga
not
he
back.
looking
if
for
he
Cam for wins.
I
if
agree.
he
Like
Tucker
if
and
we
plays in
Johnson
the
get if
fine,
we
but
get
offense,
a
he's gonna have to
if
start
we get
one.
a couple wins, I'm cool. But realistically, if we were talking about before when Houston had all our picks and we had to actually compete, then I would be a little bit more on Cam because it's like, okay, now that you got the keys, you got to lead this team to a winning record. But now that we have our future back, I'm not really tripping. We could probably
But
find
we is talking
somebody
about down the
in
line
a
though. Like,
generation.
Yeah, we're talking like 2 years, LM. Like, if he
yeah,
doesn't
like
improve when you get these top draft guys, then you got to move him if he doesn't improve. Like, that's going to be the criteria.
LM, you
Right.
got to
So
think
that's
like
what I said.
I
the
That's
just
why I
hope
said
they give him the
the
chance.
individual. Yeah, yeah. Like just give him the chance. Like is by far for 27, he's pretty decent from what we got from him. You could have ended up a lot worse. I just think that he's got to improve on certain things, but other than that,
Hold
he
on,
wants
man.
to improve.
a
Look
lot
at
of
One
it
second,
this
So
way.
Ellen.
Look at it this
Ellen, hold
way.
on, hold on,
Let
hold
me
on, hold on one
ask you.
second.
Okay, go
One
ahead.
second. Hold on. I'm gonna answer Marlon's. He says BKNY hoops is too old.
Yeah.
Guards get picked on by bigger players all the time. Cam isn't unique. That's why we got to get bigger guards like an Anthony
exactly. That's the
Edwards
whole
who's
point.
right,
physical,
but
that
guards has
cannot get
always
picked
been
Where's
on, Marlon.
that going to
So,
happen,
out of
BK?
every position.
finish
Yeah,
your point,
like
man. Finish your point.
we've been spoiled to live in a generation where guards can now translate to being I mean, Kobe and them, to be fair, they changed the aspect of the guards. I mean,
Yeah.
6'6" usually that's like
But
small
Cam
forward
Thomas
height.
is like
Yeah,
6'2", like
yeah.
6'1", like 6'2" with sneakers on.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
well,
But
you.
that's the normal guard height though.
Yeah.
That's not abnormal
No,
for him to
LM,
play to
LM. If you
be in the
typically look
guard.
at
No,
bro, these
average
new guys
NBA
coming
height
in, bro. These
6'7",
guards are
man.
big now. These guards coming in big,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Average NBA
Right,
height
but
is
that's
Like the
not
league is
the
changing. You got to change with the league,
yeah.
bro.
You got
I'm
to change
not.
the league, yeah.
Sometimes that's no, because that's not always the case. Because
What?
Mikel is right. Mikel is 6'6", but he doesn't have the capability to play point guard. So the fact of the matter
No,
is,
no. I
yes,
said
No, we're not
shooting
he's
saying
six
guards. We're not
six.
talking
what
about
we
point guards.
saying.
We're talking about shooting guards, LM.
Well, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
Mikel
Some
didn't have
this
much of a handle.
right,
Well,
but
his ball
for
handle was
shooting
good.
guards,
It
you
just
have to
wasn't
have a
elite.
certain
he was
ability
like
to
Butterfingers
create,
on the court, that guy, man. The
Yeah,
more
he
he
regardless.
got
turned the
in his hand,
ball
the
Bro,
more
over.
going to went
LM.
in
The
the
point
hoop.
is, bro, you got to start getting bigger at this point guard
Yeah,
and shooting guard position, bro.
you
That's
have you
I'm
have
looking
to.
for that from
Okay.
the forward spot. The forward, the
Like if
four,
you
the
so. What you
three,
want to stay?
and
So
the
you want to just
five.
stay? So y'all just accepting mediocre? Y'all want to stay at 6'6",
this is
like
where
six
they were
one?
That's
getting
not
mad at me.
No,
mediocrity. That's the
no.
normal NBA
No, it's
league
not, bro.
height.
Do you see these guys coming into the league all tall like
That's
this, bro?
a no. There's not a lot of Lucas out there. There's not a lot of
We
Bens
didn't say
out there.
Lucas.
He
We're
must
not
not be
saying
looking at
Lucas.
this
There's
draft. Then
not
I don't know what
people
he
that
talking.
can play point guard at certain heights, bro.
LM gonna have to
No,
get
You
educated
we're
on this
talking
draft
about a
because
shooting guard. We were talking about Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is not a point guard. Marlon was saying that I'm too old to understand that guards get picked on by bigger players all the time. That's why we got to get a bigger guard. Yeah,
That's
someone
Well,
that
not old. That's
another.
not. First of all, even if you make that point, the tallest your guard is probably going to be is 6'6". If you talking
no,
about
that's
a
not
shooting
true.
guard
You
that's
could put a
6'6",
6'8" guy,
if
6'10"
you're
guy.
talking about a shooting guard that's 6'6", and LeBron is on the shooting guard that's 6'6", he's getting bullied regardless. It doesn't change the fact that forwards is still going to pick on the guard who's
I mean,
No,
I
6'6"
see
no,
a
no.
lot of
whoever.
All right, a forward.
look
All
at
right,
Drew
see,
Holiday. Does he really typically get pushed around like that?
If
a
he's on
Jordan
forward.
Clarkson, he
LeBron,
don't typically
yeah.
get pushed around like that.
well, how tall
The
is
forwards always pick on the guards. Doesn't matter if he's 6'2" or 6'6".
They're
The
not
Nah,
picking
forwards
bro.
on
They
are
be
Anthony
holding their
tallest
own,
for a
bro.
Edwards.
I see a lot of
reason.
guards holding their own,
Yeah.
bro. Cam
Yeah,
can't
they're
hold his
not
own,
picking
bro.
on Anthony Edwards. You're not
Well,
going
look who he has.
you're not gonna
Wait,
be
BK.
bullying
Look
him
who
like that.
Edwards has. He's got Rudy, Towns, and Nas.
Bro,
He's got a
John,
lot of
John,
big
He's
okay,
guys.
all right,
he's
Yeah,
got
like
a
he got
overall,
He got
Like, let's be
McDaniels
fair.
on
Let's
the
be
play.
fair,
everybody be
man.
missing the
If I
point,
had all
bro.
those picks on my
Hold up,
team,
John,
BK, they would
BK.
be picking
I'm
after
gonna
me
take
that
Edwards
First,
much,
if
man.
Cam had
And
a
I'm 6 and
McDaniels
I'm
next to
six
him, he
one.
would be all the better
Hold up,
for
I'm
it.
John, because
talking
this is
my
why you and
size.
LM, bro, you and LM always miss the point. Y'all always want to bring up the team, bro. When you're looking at individual matchups, bro, we just talking about individually, bro. Like
No,
when
DJ, I'm
man
with
is
you
playing
guys on
against
that.
forwards.
I'm just saying we.
Hold up, John.
No
Right.
one,
When
no one's
Cam,
arguing that.
when Ant-Man is playing against individual small forwards or bigger guys
they
than him,
can't
bro,
bully
he
him.
holds his own, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Like
not always the
individually, we're not talking
I
case.
about
mean, in
shit like
That
overtime
is not
against the
always the
Mags, I
case.
mean, if we're being honest, Edwards did kind of run out of gas
All
against
right,
Right.
the
so
That's
Mags.
not
Jalen,
always the
Jalen,
case. I've seen Ant hold
Okay,
Jokic
but
and
John,
Jokic bully
typically,
him.
typically he holds, bro. We just talking about the overall game, his
Oh,
actual
of
game.
course. Listen, but I would also say it would be interesting to see how Edwards would defensively do without all those bigs on his team, man, and see if he could,
He did. We saw
really turn
Rudy
it up.
Gobert out already, and we saw Cat out, bro, during the regular
all right,
season.
let
He
me
was
ask
holding
you
his own.
something. Ellen and Jonathan, did Jalen Brown need help? Did he get bullied?
That's what I'm
Can
saying.
he
They
hold
was
his
going to bring
own?
the team into it, bro. We saw
Bro,
and
Yeah.
nobody saying,
why do y'all not account for the fact that yes, he can get bullied if he switched on a Jokic
Who?
or an
Jalen Brown?
Embiid. Yes,
Jalen Brown
Embiid.
can get bullied?
So BK, you telling me
No.
right now
I've never seen
if
Jalen
Jalen
Brown
Brown
get
guards an
bullied, bro.
Embiid, he's getting bullied.
I've never seen
No,
He's
you
Jalen
holding his
said
Brown
own.
get bullied by
small
Jokic,
forwards,
bro.
not
That's
centers.
wild.
Come on. You said small forwards and shooting
No,
guards, Ellen.
no, I said small forwards and bigs. They pick on the guards. That's how the league works. They're going to
I
pick on the guards.
all right,
That's not
we were
something
just talking about
abnormal.
individually. We were talking about
That's
individual
the
matchups.
mismatch. Of course, if you got a 6'9" forward on you and you got a 6'4", 6'6" guard on you,
And
yes, that's
specifics, though.
baby work.
Yeah. Well, all right, so
If
Jalen Brown is a
if
six,
you saw how
six,
Tatum
seven,
was doing
6'8"
Luca when
shooting guard.
Luca switched on Tatum, Tatum
Luka
was
don't play.
bullied
We talking
him.
about defensive bigs or defensive like guards. We're not talking about Luka, bro.
Yeah.
No, because y'all switching the argument. You said
That's not our
shooting
no. You
guards.
literally said
Listen,
defensive guards, bro. What are you
wait.
talking about right
Y'all
now?
talked about
You
the
bringing up
height
Luka when
being
Luka don't play
6'6",
no
right?
defense. We know this
Y'all
The
talked
already.
about
average
shooting
NBA,
guards being
average
six
NBA
six,
height
right?
6'7".
And we said
Y'all talked
defensive
about
guards. You don't listen. We said defensive guards.
hold on, bro, because you just talking to talk. Y'all did not just say that. Y'all said the guards. Y'all counted height in the guards. Cam is too
You're not
small.
listening, bro.
So if you're counting the height in guards that are too small, if Cam is too small and he's 6'2", fine. Let's use a guard. I don't care about the shooting guard position. I'm talking about guards in general that are big, right? Luca is a big guard. If he's on a Tatum has a
Dudes that don't play no
mismatch
defense, bro.
because he is a big guard. Yes, he's horrible defensively, but he's bigger than Cam. So yes, that's the matchup you want to have on the forward. That's the matchup you want because Luca has, even though he's not good defensively, he has the height and the weight to guard a forward.
Yeah,
But
let
he
me
can
make a
still get
point.
bullied.
Let me make a point. The league
All I heard
and
was
most teams
Hey, let's get John.
most teams do switch outs. They want to switch
Yes,
into a favorable position where a bigger player is on a smaller player,
yes,
especially an offensive big player. There's a lot of big players in the league, but they don't have handles. They're not really guards, but they want to switch. They want that
right,
switch because in the paint, the guards are non-void. They don't do nothing. They don't guard big players. They don't want that. Most teams
right,
that make the playoffs have some big players. That's when your defense fill in that spot. Like you
right.
said,
So,
Anthony Edwards don't be exposed because look at the players behind him.
Nah,
He
nah,
got,
nah, nah,
Nuts.
nah,
he
nah,
got
nah,
Nuts.
nah,
Y'all
nah,
get
nah,
out
nah.
to that
seven
team,
Bro, they
man.
footers
don't listen,
on
bro. They
his
bringing up the
team.
team. We saying
All
He
right,
has two
individually,
seven
bro.
footers on his team.
I was using Jalen Brown, who's actually a shooting
Like
guard.
Ant-Man, like individually, Ant-Man playing defense. He
He
locking
plays
dudes up, bro. What y'all
defense,
talking
man.
about
That's
right
how
now,
BK,
bro?
physical he
why are
is.
you acting like Jalen Brown is the core of that defense, bro? Yes, he has the height to
Jalen
defend
Brown is not a
individually,
small
but
player.
But
that
He is one of the cores,
yeah,
bro.
like
He's not
Jalen's not even a
Individually, they
small
not getting
player.
bullied though. LM, that's what you missing.
That's
yeah, they're
not
not getting bullied. Yeah.
true.
When does Jalen Brown ever
What
get bullied, bro? Tell me.
untrue?
What are you talking about right now?
Okay.
That is not true. If you switch Jalen on Bam, he's getting bullied.
No,
What
I
are we
wouldn't say that.
talking
I wouldn't
about?
say that. Not all
But
the
now
No,
time.
he's
do
switching the
not lie.
argument. Are
Do
we
not
talking about
lie.
centers
Do not
against small
lie.
forwards, or are we talking about small forwards against
Yes,
guards, bro?
Bam is a center, but he can move like a forward, right? These are dudes that are 6'9", 6'10" ish, and like whoever just said, they
I've
hunt for the
never seen
mismatch.
Jalen Brunson or Jason Tatum get bullied by guards, bro. Simple.
What?
Jalen
What do you
Brown.
mean?
He met
Jalen
Jalen
Brunson
Brown.
is a
Oh, by
guard.
another
Jalen
guard?
Brown. He met Jalen
That's
Brown.
what
He
you
met Jalen
saying?
Brown. He met Jalen Brown, not Jalen Brunson.
No,
Jalen Brown.
no. Brown doesn't get bullied by other guards because he's a big guard.
That's
Yeah.
what BK said.
He's
He
a
said
big
guards.
guard.
This dude LM come in talking about centers, bro.
Oh no,
No one is
Well, no, he
arguing.
was saying, all right, no, because
But
what
if they
Ellen was
switch,
saying,
Because he's
was
mixing up what I'm
switch.
saying. He's not
So
getting my
no,
point.
I'm just talking about like individually, that
okay.
these
Then you
All right.
guys
bringing up
can
dudes that
actually
don't play no
guard without
defense.
having upset.
I would say that individually, yes, a Brown will hold up because one, he has more height, he has more weight. I'm not
Yeah.
disputing that. That's true. But what I'm saying is
They're
usually
making BK and
when
John's
they
point, bro.
when they defending, so I would say Jalen Brown is a very versatile defender. But if he's on Apollo, who's 6'10", 250, he's a small forward. Like the guy just said, they hunt for mismatches in the game all the time. Sometimes Jalen Brown might not be guarding a small guard. He may be
Well,
guarding a small
he could
forward.
put up more resistance though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? To
exactly. I agree
strong.
with that. He can
Yeah,
put
I
up
would
way
say
more
if
resistance.
you put
that.
Cam Thomas there, he gets
That's true. I agree
250
with that,
pounds out of
BK.
him
I agree
Yeah,
with
because
that. Cam will get bullied. I
I
agree
would
with
say
that.
Thomas's biggest weakness is transition defense. He has to get quicker at getting back to
no
the rim. Like
His
individually. We're
that
talking
foot,
about
opens up a
his
lot
transition.
footwork,
for
Individual
Pollard
his
defense,
too.
footwork,
Jonathan.
It's not
his
even,
We're
bro.
talking
BK?
footwork,
about
Bro,
transition.
this dude can't even play passing
his
lanes. Like, how you
footwork.
can't play passing lanes, bro?
No,
I agree
Thomas
with
needs to
that
get
though.
better at that.
Cam got to get better at
Transition
Cam,
defense and
defensively.
transition offense. Thomas needs to get better at passing the ball and getting back to his
No,
area.
no, it's
Because
not
when
But
he's
John,
slow
but
like
John,
that,
if
it's not
that's a
John, if you got
problem.
a but John, if you add a Cooper
Half the
flag
time
next
he's
to
not even
him,
contesting his man, bro.
No, he
but
needs to
John,
listen.
if
This is
you
what. Wait, what? Finish your point, Alan, please.
John, if you have a, but that's what I'm saying. If you Cam is short, there's no disputing that. He's around 6'2", 6'3". But what I'm saying is, uh, hypothetically, if you put a Cooper flag next to him, don't you kind of want that defensive kind of just to hide, not try to hide him, try to,
No,
but
but
you know what I'm
LM,
saying?
I
Like
But
try
he's
told
to.
not
you,
gonna
I
do that.
told you that the
Exactly,
front
bro.
court of
He's not gonna
Cooper, Clowney, and Claxton will make us bigger. But here's the thing: if Thomas doesn't improve defensively, and you get a top pick in 2026, you kind of have to
You
make that
need
move to put Thomas
John.
in the bench. But it's not going to be a bad move, LM, per se, because Thomas can still give you 25 a night, which is going to help you win games eventually.
not
I
giving
don't
you
think
and
I've
25 a
been
night,
saying.
man.
A lot of help.
I've been
and
saying if Cam can be a six man for this team, that would be awesome. I don't think that's disrespecting
He's not
him.
a
I think
starter,
that
bro.
would be a good option for him
I
to
mean,
come
I
off the
kind of, I
bench or
kind of
sometimes
wish
if they
Thomas
If
needed
would
you the
to.
kind of
only
do.
guy scoring, why are you in the starting lineup?
Yeah.
and every team is not don't have a 6'6" or 6'7" guard or a six
Right.
seven or 6'7" guard that can dribble.
But when you get
Yeah.
into the
So you
finals,
ain't
when
got
you
to
go into
worry
the big,
about every team in the league. It's not
Right.
every team.
There's
all right,
there's
but
a reason why he
all
didn't
right.
get
So
the pieces, bro.
the idea is to win a championship, man. So you don't want to have any type of chinks in the armor, you know, and like Cam Thomas, and it's not just transition defense, Jonathan. It's the individual defensive
No, no,
matchup.
BK, no, BK.
But
Listen,
VK, it's been
we have
known that you
been.
surround those guys
No,
with
no, but wait,
wings,
Ellen,
They
with
got
listen.
all right.
bigs.
So in
No,
the
but wait.
'90s, like I said
Bro.
before, in the '90s,
If the one
LM,
player is not
I
playing
agree with
defense,
you.
LM, that's just putting a team of defensive players around you is not always gonna help, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Individually,
I'm
I'll
not
tell
saying
you
I'm
this.
not
I
saying
think
he
it's more advantageous for Thomas off the
like we
bench
gotta
because if
stop
you can
baby
close
game,
with
bro.
Thomas.
Like
Wait, here's the thing,
individually, the
though.
dude gotta play
But,
defense.
but, but wait,
Stop
DJ,
baby game.
if Thomas is on the bench, you can close with him in your closing lineup with 4 defenders,
Like
and
we
Thomas could
accepting
probably seal
mediocrity.
you a lot of
Nah, listen,
wins.
yo,
That's not
you
a
got
bad
too
move
many.
either with Thomas on the
You got
bench.
too many teams that can shoot the three ball at a high clip, man. If
Like
this
at
is the
some point, he gonna
'90s,
have to play
Jonathan,
defense.
that works. Like you, all right. So look at Michael Jordan's Bulls, man. Luke Longley. I don't think Luke Longley could play in today's NBA. Bill
Yeah, but
Winnington.
I know,
You
but
know what I'm
BK,
saying?
to
Those
my
guys.
point is, if we get 2 really good draft picks next year, so you play McClowney and Claxton, your front court's pretty much set. Thomas on the bench will help you win those middle quarter minutes because that's been a problem for the Nets last few years. We kind of lose those leads. Thomas would keep you afloat, and he wouldn't have to be pulled out in the starting unit. That's been a problem for the Nets last year. When Thomas
But
was
what about? All
starting,
right,
he
my
got
thing
pulled
is,
out too early,
you
and we
think
kind
he's
of lost a lot of
you think
momentum.
he's going to be scoring every single game? He's not going to be scoring every single game. There's
Well,
times he's going to be off, and then on top of that, he's a defensive liability.
but off the bench,
And
it
like
that's
doesn't
why
really
you need
matter
your
on the
team to
defensive. But
back
wait,
you
but wait,
up.
You said
BK,
you
why you
said
acting like
Cam
you the
gonna
only
start.
But,
You
player on
said
B,
the
that
but
about
team?
Longley.
BK, if you have a solid bench of good defenders with Thomas's offense, it kind of works better with him in the
oh
second
my
unit. It
God,
wouldn't.
John, he gonna have John. He's gonna have to play defense at some point individually, bro.
No, you're right,
Yeah,
DJ.
you
But
do.
if there's a way to keep him on this team where he's on the bench playing, but
Dang,
he's
bro,
like you
y'all
said.
be
No,
expecting the
but wait,
team to
but wait,
take care of
but wait,
everybody else.
wait, Ella. But DJ's point though, Thomas has shown an attitude problem of not wanting to take that type of role, which
Bro,
honestly
I be seeing
he
him. Yo,
should
you
try
got
to take
Claxton
that
out on the
role
No,
bench
if
and
but
like
presented to
passing the
him.
ball. You got this dude
John, I'm
Cam.
not
Now
disputing
he got to
that.
play defense. Like he gives
But
no
what I'm
effort.
saying is, I'm not disputing the individual thing. I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is, I can if Cam if Cam got a mismatch on him, or if someone has a mismatch on Cam, I can trust a Claxton to be like, yo, Cam, move out the way, switch. I got him, because Claxton's the better matchup. I can see them calling that out on the
I
floor,
respect
being like, yo, Cam, switch out. You
No,
can't guard him. I could
you're not
switch out
wrong,
and guard the
Ella.
other
But
guy.
when Claxton's not by the rim and if he's
you. When
forced to
Kyrie and
cover
Luca
for
was in it,
Thomas,
what are
that
they
kind of leaves
talking
us
about?
Right.
very exposed at the rim. So that there's a
Kyrie and Luca were
possible
playing
trial and error
defense.
there.
In that
But that's what I'm saying. At least when Mikel was there, I mean, at least I wanted him to take more of the offensive matchups because he had the ability to play better defense. In terms of the Anthony Simons and the Donovan Mitchells and whatever the case may be, I thought Mikel had a chance to take those assignments on because he was the better defender in that lineup. But I mean, as we saw, he got cooked by a lot of those guys
hey,
too.
Kelly
Like
all
Yeah, because they quicker than him.
right, like
Well, our
defense is
Mikel
cold.
just
really isn't all
quickness.
that
It's not
cut up.
just quickness. There's also a physical component to it too. Like Anthony Edwards going against
Well, Anthony
Mikal
Edwards
Bridges,
is
he doesn't have a prayer. Same thing with Jalen Brunson,
Anthony
Jalen
Edwards
Brown. I meant,
offensively is special.
yeah,
Anthony Edwards is special.
yeah.
There's
Anthony
not a
has
lot of
different
there's
things,
not a
bro.
lot of players in college like him. So if you think you're going to draft or another team is going to draft a player like him, it's not going to happen.
No, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, you know.
You never
Well,
know.
here's a question. Let's say hypothetically the Nets want to trade Thomas in next year's draft to get a high draft pick. Could the Nets trade Thomas to a team for one of their high draft picks, you think?
Yeah,
Would that be
because
an
I
option?
mean, it depends on how the lottery goes.
I mean,
right.
what do you think Thomas's value's at right now, guys? Like, if we decide to
Well, I
trade him
mean,
in next year's
Well,
to be
draft to
honest,
get a
let's
high
just put it
pick,
this way.
right
would you
now,
do
he
that?
probably
draft
like
number did he
two
come
first
in?
round picks. That's it.
He was
came in at
he was a
27?
27.
Yeah.
He's scoring as a top 10 in this class.
He's definitely
as a top
most of the
10 in
people.
his
Have
class
y'all
right
looked at
now.
that class? Most of
He
the
should have
people
been
in
a
that
top
class don't
10.
even play anymore,
He proved
or
that
they
he's a
they
scorer.
overseas.
He proved he's a scorer.
No, he
I
hasn't.
mean, I feel like that would be the
In
only way
terms
to
of a
move.
bad team, he's a
I
starter.
mean, I'll
Yeah,
tell
but
you
like,
this.
bro,
I feel like that'd be the only way to move on from Thomas is if you trade him in next year's draft. I mean, I don't think you could get much value in a regular
John, I mean, what do
trade.
you think we're gonna get from him? I mean, I see only 3 first round picks. That's it.
But
No, but
John, this is
I'm
the
just
thing we
saying,
was talking about earlier. Why are we trading our young guys?
no, I'm just
But
saying
let them grow
hypothetically.
and develop here.
LM, if you have a chance to get somebody way better, bro, you take that chance, bro.
No, I'm just saying
We don't know,
hypothetically.
but
Say
we
we
don't
got
know who that's
Ace.
gonna be.
I know, but
All right,
Ella,
We
say
don't know who that's
hypothetically
gonna
we
hold
got
on,
Ace.
everybody. Hold on, everybody. LM, you do you play basketball?
Been playing
The
basketball
better
since
part.
came out the womb.
All right, so let's say you go out there, you play a 3-on-3, right? You're doing well, you're doing good. You know, somebody else got next, right? They kick your ass, man. I mean, you got like, let's say game is 16, you only scored 6 points. Guys are bigger, stronger, more physical. You gonna call next again? Are you coming back with that same team, or are you gonna get better
I
players?
mean, yeah, because I want my get that.
Huh?
See, for me, but
Supposed
look,
to
for
upgrade. You're
me,
supposed to fix it, bro.
but for
No,
me, I
no.
can't
Are you
see.
gonna? Are
Wait,
you
hold
gonna?
on, I can't.
If better players come on the court that you know of, are you gonna run it back with that same team that you just got blown out with, or are you gonna try to get better players that's actually out there?
I'm not. If it depends on
What?
honestly,
You gonna
because
lose
I'll put it
again?
like this.
Yo,
No,
BK, they
no,
do anything
no.
to
Hold
win,
on,
bro.
because look, right, that has playing basketball. That has happened.
It
Me, I
happens a
can't
lot.
speak for everyone on here, but for me personally, I'm not talking about everybody else. For me personally, I do not, and I repeat, I do not, and I am not the type of person to just go get the better player
Oh,
just
come
because
on,
they're there.
man.
But
Isn't this
listen,
the series about winning?
hold on. I have ran it back with my teammates, and I told them, "Yo, get your shit together," and we won games. So the fact of the matter is, yeah, you would probably want the better player in certain
Matchups.
areas, right? But look, what if the player that you got is a chump? What if all of a sudden you get him now and the chemistry you have with your team, all of a sudden he think he the better player, he gonna take all the shots, you don't get your
So
touches that you was
if
getting.
you got
But
like three,
you
if
got
you
to
got
think about stuff like that. I
all right,
played with
all right,
trust.
all right. Yeah,
I switched
you
teammates.
can admit when you're wrong. Now you can say, hey, you know what, BK, you're actually right, man. You know.
It's not wrong. This is real. This is real. I don't necessarily. I'm talking about since middle school, since high school. Yeah, some of my friends I have been better than. A lot of the times they pick me. I've been picked over my friends in ball games. No disrespect to them, but I have been the better player out of all of them. But the fact of the matter is, I've always
So
been the type of guy to stand by my guys and be like, "Yo,
no, I'm
let's
not
run it
talking
back.
about. I'm
Let's
not
get it
talking about
together."
with your
Wait,
boys.
wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait, one second,
I'm not
Gary.
talking about with the boys. You go on the court. You got it. You just play a 3-on-3. You say you want to play. You want to run. You want to run, and you win a couple of games. But then somebody else calls next, right? And there's a whole bunch of people in the park. Somebody else calls next. They kick your ass. You wait You wait like a couple of games later. You got next again. Better players come in. You know who wants to play. You get those guys. You get the better players, or you run it back with the same players you just got your ass kicked with.
I think, Steve, you talking about just the better player in terms of his skill set or whatever the case may be, which is not necessarily wrong. I've played with the better players and
It's
be
not
like,
just
yo,
a
switch him
skill
out
thing. It's a
and
matchup
get the
thing. It's
better
a
player.
matchup thing. LM, you need like
Yeah,
if you
but
got like
it's a matchup thing, but it's also a heart thing too. I played with
oh
players
gosh.
who they may have the better skill set, but they not playing defense. Yo, if you're the better player, what you doing? There are times where yes, you can get the better player in certain matchups when you're playing games. I'm not disputing that. There's times I've switched my teammate out for the better player. All right,
All
yo,
right,
you sit down. Let me
you
get the
made my
better player.
point.
I've done that.
Exactly. You made my
So,
But
point.
the
wait,
fact,
So
but
if
you
we
hold
all right,
on, but hold
you made my
on.
point.
Just because I had the better player, we still lost that game. So the fact of
Well,
the
not
matter is,
like I said, it's
it
not
doesn't matter
necessarily.
regardless if you switch the player or
It's
not.
like if
Some,
your 3-on-3 is 6 foot and you got a bunch of like 6'5", 6'6" guys coming, they all athletic, and you have more 6'5" guys that actually comes into the park and that can match up with those players, then you want to go get those players though. So that's all I'm saying. If you 32 and 50, right? You're not gonna. I mean, what's the definition of insanity? Try to do the same thing
wait,
over and over
wait, BK,
again.
one sec,
we
wait, one
don't
second.
have that luxury,
Gary,
BK,
Comparing.
because
Gary,
we
what do you
sold all
think
our
Cam
picks
Thomas trade
in
value is, Gary?
2013.
He's
Yeah,
still
what
in.
do
Yeah,
you,
You're not getting a
we
top
sold
pick
all
for
our
him.
picks in
no, wait,
2013.
one
So
second, one second. I have a
realistically,
question for
we
Gary, guys.
couldn't get any good new
Ellen,
players. Uh, like we sold our future to Boston.
no,
So
wait, Ellen,
realistically, it wasn't no good. We had no choice but to pick
no,
in late first rounds.
Ellen, one second. Gary, what do you think Thomas trade value is in this league, man?
You're not getting a top pick for him. Like if you think like a bad team like Charlotte or something is going to give you a top 5 pick for Cam, it ain't going to happen. Like he's
No,
too
no, no, no,
he's
no,
too
top
limited. Like
five.
you might get a good team who wanted to use him off the bench. They give you 2 firsts or something like that. But you're not getting
Yeah, I
a lottery
agree.
like a high lottery
And
pick for him.
I'm not hating on
No,
Cam. I did a lot of videos in the
I agree with
past.
that.
I went on Brian
I agree
Scalabrine
with
and
that.
Frank Alasoso
That's fair evaluation.
and
That's
defended
fair.
Cam Thomas. But the more and more and more I watched him play, and especially the large sample size I've seen, like you look at other teams around the NBA, like DJ and I was saying, he's not playing on the
Yeah.
Knicks at all. Like Tibbs is not going to play him at all. He's not coming off
No,
the bench. He's
Well,
no.
not going to
here's
get
the
no
well,
My
here's
minutes.
the
thing
thing.
is, he's
Does
on
Sean even
this, but he's
value
not on
Cam
any other
Thomas at
team. He's
all? Like
on
he
this
never gives
team.
My
Thomas
thing
any
is,
praise.
Yo, BK,
my
remember
thing
when we was
is,
coming up here saying that and Cam fans were trying to defend that, bro? That is wild, bro.
Yeah, Tibbs. I know. Listen, I know how Tibbs is. He wants
Like
guys that are
Tibbs
going to
doesn't
play
like
hard,
guys like Cam, bro. He
that are
hates guys like
physical. He values that, man. So Boston, I don't think he comes off the bench. Honestly, I mean, there's other guys in the depth chart that are just better, more physical. That can defend their
But
BK,
first
what
of
do you
all,
think's going to
Brunson is
happen
not
with
even a good
Thomas, BK?
defender.
Listen,
So
listen. You can go back to past streams. I defended Cam. I was glazing Cam Thomas just like a lot of people were, and I've watched him more and play more and more and more
It's
and
funny
more.
that
I'm
you
like,
say that because Brunson is not even a good defender on that team.
Oh,
But the only fact of the matter is Brunson's gonna get the run through because he they star player, but he a
Yo,
cone
Ellen, do
on
you watch the
defense
Knicks?
all right,
too.
let's say look at all
Hey,
the
Ellen,
other
hold up, BK.
intangibles.
Ellen, do you watch the Knicks?
Yeah, I watched it.
He's a cone on defense. That's not a lie.
I don't think
Yes.
he's not a strong defender. I wouldn't say he's a traffic cone. Like he doesn't get beat every game.
Wait, hold up, Gary.
Wait, he's
The
one of
game
the
Gary,
that
best.
hold up,
the
Gary.
game
Hold
Gary,
on, hold
the
on,
Gary,
hold
game
on,
Gary,
that
hold
we
on.
Gary.
faced him, the game
Yo,
that
His
we
Gary,
faced
before you,
him,
reliability, though.
Gary,
He's
the
one of the
great the
best.
game that
Brunson
we
played
faced
better
him
defense than
Reliability.
when
Cam.
Brunson the game
Well,
that we
one, he
faced him
plays better
when
defense than Cam
Brunson
Thomas.
when
He
Brunson
plays.
switched
Now
on
let Gary
Wofford.
answer that though, BK.
All right, go ahead, Gary.
No, okay. Does he get beat by Maxey? Yeah, everybody gets beat by Maxey, like the best guy in the league. But like Brunson's not a bad defender. I mean, he's not an all defensive guy, but
Good enough to be in that lineup though, right?
yeah, if he was a horrible defender, like Cam Thomas ain't playing on Thibodeau's team. Like he's not gonna get on the court. Brunson's not that bad of a defender. He's good enough to play in Thibodeau's system.
Thank you, bro. Finally, a true person that's telling the truth, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I
Listen,
was on.
everybody out there on the
okay,
street,
BK.
we
So
can agree
BK,
to
when would the
disagree,
time be
but
for
I
you to
don't
trade
think he's
Thomas? BK, realistically, when would the time be to trade him then? If we're
It's
trying to
just fact.
establish
What
a
Gary said is
timeline
facts,
here.
bro. Just go watch
If you
some
could
games,
trade him,
bro.
if you
Like,
could
people
trade
be
him
coming up here
this year,
talking.
man, see what you can
This
get for him.
year, wow.
Yeah,
I see you looking at
listen,
the
he's
guards
still
that came
he's.
out with him in that
I,
draft. Did
He
you
probably
see
I
it?
will get
think,
drafted
like I
over.
said,
Did you
it's
see
Cam
that list?
Thomas. Go ahead.
Thank you, Danielle. Even like Brunson will tell you he's a bad. Brunson has came out himself and say he's a bad defender. To be fair,
I
you're not
understand,
wrong.
man.
The
But look,
difference.
all right. So the stuff that he gives you offensively, all right, it just kind of like,
I'm saying he good enough to be in that lineup. Like, why are you
yeah,
I'm
debating?
not.
Yeah.
I'm not
and
talking about. I'm not talking about offensively. Duh. Of course, he's the
Bro,
engine.
defense.
If
If you
he get
watch the Knicks,
injured,
you would what you just said is irrelevant because what he does defensively is good enough for him to be in that lineup. That's the difference.
what he does is good enough for Hart, DiVincenzo, Owen
Like
Anunoby,
you acting like
and
he was getting
Mitchell
like
to pick
beat by
up
every matchup,
defensively.
bro. Like he's actually giving effort on defense.
I
Cam don't
mean,
give
I
I'm
no
mean,
not
effort.
LM.
saying he's getting.
I mean,
I didn't
LM.
say
If
he
we're being
wasn't getting
honest,
effort.
LM.
Like
If we're
dudes
being
just be
honest,
like,
if
yo,
you
BK, like dudes just be coming up here
no,
defending Cam like this.
LM.
Bro. Like,
If
come on,
if
bro.
we were
Just
being
tell the
honest,
truth, bro.
if you took Brunson and Harnstein out of that team last year, they don't even make the play-in, man. Like they would have been that bad. Like that's how
They
important Brunson
don't.
was to that team.
I mean, they
You and
don't.
Harlem, AP and Harlem come on too late. I was about to end this in 5 minutes. So let Harlem and AP go, man. Go
Oh
ahead, Harlem.
damn!
Yo, what's
Harlem.
good?
Yo, come on, man.
Yo, BK, what's good?
What's
What
good?
up,
What's good?
BK?
5 minutes not
Yo,
enough, B.
listen, man. Yo, all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm not even debating you guys anymore. Y'all know where I stand at with Cam Thomas, and I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. I'm not even debating no more because at the end of the day, y'all feel how y'all feel, we feel how we feel, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So I ain't even debating anymore, bro, because it's
Yeah,
pointless. Because look, if you keep going,
I got the
cause
same.
yeah,
All I'm
it's
saying is that he
it's
need to
pointless,
show
bro, to
me
go back and
something
forth.
this year.
Right, Scott. Right.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
fair
fact.
Nah,
assessment.
listen, man.
That's
We
fair.
were first of all, we don't even have a talented player like Cam Thomas on this roster right now. So for y'all to even say that is kind of crazy. Like
I know.
y'all being too
Facts,
harsh on a
bro.
22-year-old.
I know. I'm looking at
I
the
don't
list. I'm
understand.
looking at the
I'm not
draft
getting
that
what
he
y'all.
came in.
How y'all
Look at the
expect to
draft.
build the team?
Look at the
No,
Look
draft
at the
he
draft
came
he
in.
from our
came.
point,
He will be top
Look,
10.
he would be
He will
top
be
10.
top 10 in the draft he came in if they redid it. I
right?
don't
But
know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
AP,
facts.
if
for
you
How
y'all to
get
many
even
top
say
players?
picks,
that is
but
kind of
wait, AP,
crazy.
if
How
you get
many
top
guards
picks the
was
next
on
two
that
years,
draft
you got
list?
to move Thomas probably to the bench, which isn't a
All
bad
right,
thing
yo.
for
All
him.
right. So
He'll still
Jonathan,
contribute.
So move him to the bench.
Is every team flawless? Do every team have the good players from 1 to 15? Come on, like y'all being too harsh on the kid, man.
No. But AP, is it wrong for him to play off the bench when he's still going to help you win games and he could close for you potentially? I mean, that's not a
Listen,
bad
who's
thing
gonna
to
He's
be
say.
who?
improved
All right,
defensively
all
and
right.
playmaking
Listen,
wise, and
John,
that's why.
who's gonna be our shooting guard then? Who's going to name a player in the draft that's going to be our shooting guard? Because all I see in this draft is point guards, small forwards, and power forwards. That's the strength of this next draft that's coming up.
Name a player
Yeah, but
now
AP, if
on
you
this
get a
team that's
Cooper
going to
or
be our
Ace,
shooting
and then you
guard.
get an AJ or
No,
Campbell, you kind of have those
John,
main pieces, and you can sign somebody free agency. Probably sign a shooting guard free
No.
agency.
See what I'm talking about, John? See what I'm talking about, John? You can't name somebody. All you're saying is find somebody later. Like, whether if it's nobody to find later, it's no shooting guards in this upcoming
We're gonna have a limited
free
cap
agency.
space,
That's
though,
free agency.
AP.
So who you gonna find?
AP, we're gonna have cap space though to
All
sign
right,
a shooting guard. There's gonna be assets for the team, not just drafting.
Who's the upcoming shooting guard in the next free agency? Can you name him?
There's nobody really right now, but I'm saying 2 years down the line, once
All
you
right,
get
so
your
what are
main
you
draft
talking about, John?
assets.
What are you talking about, John? We got cap space to sign who, John? That's a shooting guard.
When this team is more balanced, you'll be able to make that move. I'm saying now,
that's
it's
my
fine to
point,
give Thomas the
John.
run.
That's my point, John. This is why you can't. Y'all sitting here ragging on Cam Thomas.
AP.
He's the best available option. He's the best
if he
available
doesn't
option we
improve
have
on his
right now.
defense and other parts of his game, you have to make that move eventually.
All right. I don't know.
top. Listen.
AP, hold on. Did you hear the question I gave LM?
Nah, what's the question?
About playing a 3-on-3, going out there to the park, you're playing a 3-on-3, you winning a couple of games, and then better players come along and you lose. Are you running it back with the same players that you just got your ass bust with?
Yes, if we have chemistry.
All right, you don't match up to those players.
We can play zone. We can play out. We did this. We went against a couple of 6'5" niggas. We started playing zone instead of man to man.
I'm talking about skill guys like D1. Let's say you go against like D1 college players.
Skill guys. All right. I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1", and my homies is 5'11" and 6'2", and we was going against 6'5", 6'6" guys. You know how we beat them? We started playing zone. We packed the paint.
All right. What about the guys from?
It's different strategies.
I've seen Division 3 players.
Ain't nobody. Listen. You think it's easy to hit a jumper like that?
Yeah.
Like, we seen good players miss wide open threes.
Can't hit a jump shot? You saying D1 players can't?
Not all the time. Not consistently.
Good shooters.
All right, whatever.
Not a lot of. Why
So you telling me you never seen? So you telling me you never seen good players miss open shots a lot consistently?
Not consistently, they miss, but not consistently. Not a deep division.
I seen a lot of players go over. I seen a lot of players go over. I seen a lot of players get mentally. I seen a lot of players get mentally locked. Hold on, listen. You know, yo, BK Hoops. You know what's so hard? BK Hoops. You know what's hard? Hitting an open jump shot when nobody's playing defense on you. That's more of a mental thing than anything. So don't get it twisted. It's a lot of players that miss wide open shots because they wide open.
Right. And you already know what they gonna say. Yo, leave him open. He ain't hitting that.
Y'all gotta be humble, man. Like seriously. You give me one example, AP.
No, y'all gotta be humble. Y'all gotta be humble because we a trash team. We a trash team, and Cam Thomas is one of the best players on our team.
Y'all seen, I know
y'all seen Whitehead. Y'all seen Whitehead the other day, right? He was picked with the 17th pick. Cam was picked with the late 22nd or 27, whatever.
27.
Yeah, so you telling me he's better than Cam Thomas because he was picked higher?
Who? Dariq Whitehead?
Dariq Whitehead.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say.
No. For you to even say, it's crazy. Like,
I would take Cam Thomas over Dariq Whitehead.
Of course. So, and Dariq Whitehead is taller than Cam Thomas. Yes, and he's bigger than Cam Thomas.
Yeah, but they're still both losing players, though, man. They're not going to help you win.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. You wanna listen. You like to attach. You like to attach Cam Thomas. Look, Cam Thomas came in.
Listen, I was high on Cam Thomas. All right, I made videos.
Reed just got drafted.
No, listen. My point is, who do we have? I brought up Dariq Whitehead on purpose. Who do we have? Who do we have on this team that's nice?
So who do we have on the team that can play the two?
We were
AP,
looking at
you're
All right, so let
talking
me
about
ask you,
right now.
BK.
We're
Can I ask
talking
you,
about 2
BK? Let
years
me
down
ask
the
you a
line,
question.
though.
BK. No, listen, BK. Let me ask you a question. Name the top 5 players on this roster right now.
man.
Yeah.
On the roster, I think
Okay.
you got Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Ben
No.
Simmons.
Ben Simmons is
You
no.
said on
For
the
you to
roster.
even name Ben Simmons is crazy,
John, pull
son.
out the
For
tape,
you to
man.
even name Ben
He's
Simmons is
gone back.
crazy.
Oh, what happened, BK?
Yo, BK, you're doing so good, man.
No, he's on the
Yeah.
roster, man. What the
No,
fuck?
BK, don't do that, BK. Don't
He's
do
on the
that. We talking about
roster.
right now. We know. Don't bring up old accolades.
So you
Right
say,
now, who's the?
Cam Thomas is better than Ben Simmons now?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
I mean, he's
Right
playing.
now, right
man.
now, yes.
Okay, all right.
He's playing.
Right now,
He's playing.
right
No, I'm
now,
talking
Cam
about like a
Thomas
healthy
is
Ben,
like
not an injured Ben.
Well, I mean,
Listen,
a healthy.
yo,
Yo, listen. We talking about right now.
I'm a basketball
Yo,
player at heart.
hey,
I'm always
hey,
going
yo,
to
listen,
defend
hey,
injured players, man. I'm not gonna allow
hey,
y'all
yo,
to pick on
BK.
injured
I'd
players.
love to have Ben from Philly, but
Hey, yo,
he ain't
BK,
coming
let me
back.
say this to you,
All right, so
BK.
is
A
Cam Thomas
healthy
better than the
Ben,
Philly Ben?
yes.
You talking about
Right
Philly
now,
Ben? We
absolutely,
talking
bro.
about right
Oh God,
now.
man.
We talking about right
Absolutely.
now. I
You
said the
talking about
roster
Brooklyn
right
Ben?
Yo,
now. Fuck Philly Ben.
can I say something to you, BK? I want to say something to you, BK. So, y'all been wanting to tell the panel this. So, y'all know how y'all hiring like Cooper Flag and all these guys. Like, I'm gonna name somebody that I think is gonna be better than all them guys, but I feel like people don't talk about him because he got in trouble. I think Mikey Williams is gonna be better than all them niggas, respectfully.
Who?
He just got in trouble, so like Mikey Williams. So I think, like he got in trouble, so people kind of like forgot about him. But if you watch his game, he's better than all of them. Legit.
Mikey
So if y'all
nice.
don't know, get the phone
Mikey
with
like
him.
6'2", 6'3"
Yo,
though.
listen. We might be able to
He
draft him
nice.
with our late first round picks that we have. So it's still a
He nice.
possibility.
Yo, bro. Yo, AP. He nice, bro. He
Now
not like
Mikey
I
somebody.
nice.
seen his
He's
tapes.
nice.
Mikey
He's
nice.
nice,
Yeah,
nice,
Mikey's
nice.
nice.
He nice, bro. I think he gonna be better than Cooper and all of them. Like he's legit
Nah,
nice though, bro.
I
Like
disagree,
real rap.
man.
To be
Well, I
honest
don't
with
know
you,
what
Thanks,
I'm
he
starting to.
nice.
BJ.
I'm starting to really.
He nice.
I don't think Cooper. I don't think Cooper Flag gonna be this wimpy
He not.
Bayana type of dude.
He
Y'all think he
No,
he
gonna
he's a
be
not.
like?
hybrid
All right,
player,
so
AP.
Roman,
He could do
Roman over
different
here
things on
He not.
defense and
saying that
offense.
BK
Not saying he's
Wazoo,
Wemby,
Yeah,
but
but
no
he's
one
got his own
traded for
skill
Cam
set that's
Thomas.
unique.
Not a
yeah,
single
he
Yo,
team in
BK,
do.
what happened to
But
Orange? He
existence.
dropped off, bro.
Who?
Wait, what, TJ?
Orange dropped
AP.
off.
No,
Yeah, I
somebody
think
else.
he did. Gary dropped off.
I'm
Gary
gonna
had to go to
keep it a
bed.
buck
Oh,
with
Gary
you,
did.
bro.
Yeah.
Where's Cooper Flag from?
Yo, Orange, come back up.
Maine.
Where's he from?
Cooper
I
Flag
think he's
gonna be
from. I
trash
think he's
Maine.
to
from
you,
Maine.
bro.
Maine.
What do you
Yeah, he's
mean
He's
he's
from
not
going to
Maine.
be
gonna be that
trash,
good,
Harlem?
Maine?
Have you
bro.
seen what he did in the Olympic practice,
He's
man?
gonna
This
be
guy don't
trash.
flinch. This guy don't flinch.
Bro,
Maine?
that was practice. Yeah, that was
No,
But
practice,
he
he's
went to
playing
bro.
I ain't
school
gonna
against
in
say. Yo,
Maine.
NBA
listen.
veterans,
I'm not
though. He's
gonna
playing
say.
against vets. He
Listen,
wasn't playing against the warm-up
I'm not
squad.
gonna say, I'm not gonna say he gonna be trash, but I'm saying he's this hype that y'all giving him, he ain't gonna live up to the hype.
He's not gonna
Like,
be that. He's not, bro.
He's
He's
going to be
not gonna live
better
up to
than
the
that
hype,
hype.
bro.
He's going to be better
no,
than
no,
that.
no,
He's
no,
Cooper's
not.
going to
better than
be
the hype,
that
Nah,
guy
he's
better
not,
than the
bro.
on
hype,
any
He's not,
team.
bro.
better than the hype. Are
NBA
you
He's
sure
players
about
listen
not,
to
that?
that.
bro.
He's ready, bro. So
Listen, he's
He's
Better than
not,
the
NBA
bro.
hype.
He's
ready.
not.
You,
DJ
John, do
believes
you
in
hear
it. A lot of guys believe in this
Listen
man.
to John, listen to what you
you're talking to
saying.
us
Better
that
than
believe
the
in
hype.
NBA players
That's
or
like
volume for
LeBron
like
James
listeners?
hype. You said better than the hype. So you
I
saying he's
never
gonna
said
be
he's
like
better
in
than
the
Nah, he's
LeBron,
not,
but I
bro.
think he should be
no,
better than the
listen, you said
expectations
better
people have
than the
on him.
hype. He's very hyped up right now. So you said better than the hype. So if you
Let
saying
me ask
better
you
The
a
than
skill
question,
the
John.
set.
I
He's
want to
got
ask
the
you a question,
confidence.
John.
listen,
He's
once
got the
again,
I'm gonna
rim
ask you a
John,
getting
question,
on
John.
both
John.
offense and
All right,
defense.
John. So who
Yo,
John,
BK,
hold
imagine
on.
he
Let me
get
ask you a
drafted to the
question,
Spurs,
John.
bro.
Is he gonna be John, is he gonna be better than Carmelo Anthony?
Yes.
No,
Oh.
no, 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 no,
Hey, can I ask you a
no,
question, John? I want to ask
That's
you a question,
and
no.
John.
that's different positions, though.
Hey,
You
Oh.
compare different
AP, let me
positions,
ask John a
though.
question.
You
Yo,
know,
AP, let me ask John a question.
they small forward, power
Yo,
forward.
AP,
They the same position. They the
But
Yeah, they
same
Cooper's
are.
height.
got
yo,
more to
AP,
his
let me
game,
ask
though,
John a
right
question.
now.
Carmelo
Yo,
was
AP, let me
tough,
ask John a
man.
question. Yo, John. Yo, John, let me ask you a question, John.
Yo, Kobe said
So,
it's hard to guard guard Carmelo. Like
Carmelo was
one
tough,
question, AP.
man.
So, yo, John,
yeah.
So this year, right? Last year, Cam Thomas was averaging 22 a game, right? If Cooper
Yeah.
Flag comes, like fuck him going to the Knicks. Just him coming in the NBA. Is Cooper Flag averaging 22 a game, John?
I think he's going to average around 18 for his first year and then 20s next year. I think it's definitely going to be more, though.
So, all right. So if he averages 18, that means he would average 4 less points than Cam Thomas. So if he averages 4 less points than Cam Thomas, what makes you think he would come to the Nets and be the star over Cam?
Why are you comparing these guys to Cam, though? This guy has more athletic ability than Thomas.
Yo,
He's got more
how's
defensive
Cooper
potential
Flag
than
defense?
Thomas.
John, how's Cooper Flag defense, John?
He's good on defense. If you read a scouting report, he made his bread and butter on defense before developing an offensive game.
Out of the three, out of him, Ace, and Dylan, he might be the best player defensively.
Oh, really?
That's what we're reading. Like AP, DJ, me, and LM are reading
So you saying he's gonna be an all NBA?
You saw what the NBA players were saying about him, bro?
Yeah,
that don't mean
Cooper can be all NBA.
Like AP, I'm not just blowing smoke. AP, I'm not just blowing smoke.
Listen. I mean, if you want to sit there and quote, I could quote a lot of players. So it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But you saying he's gonna be better than Carmelo Anthony is kind of crazy. Like Carmelo is top 10 in scoring all time. Like for you to even say that is kind of, you better be sure like that's who he's gonna be.
Hey, I'm not gonna say he's better than LeBron because saying anybody's better than LeBron, that's very out there. But I definitely think he's definitely got a great profile. He's definitely got great mix of skill sets. He's got the confidence. This guy's got some type of confidence that's very rare for players his age, man. And the vets recognize that at the Olympics.
The three, though, John, he is more.
But you said he's gonna be better. You said he's gonna be way better than the hype that he's getting right now.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. I understand there's going to be some growing pains like there always
that means
is.
That means LeBron level. If he's better than the hype that he is right now, that means LeBron level because this hype is real big right now. So you telling me he's going to be like a LeBron type of superstar?
I didn't say LeBron type superstar, but I definitely think he's going to surpass expectations, man.
Okay, so don't say he's going to be bigger than the hype. Just say.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like Cooper Flag, he gonna average 15 points at best, bro. That's it, bro. Like, he's not.
Nah,
I mean,
do you even watch
15 points? Okay.
All right, let me wrap this up. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night after the summer league game.
All right.
So let me wrap this up. I gotta get up at 8:30 in the morning. I don't want to be too tired for tomorrow.
All right.
All right, BK.
All right. So definitely, AP man, don't be coming on so freaking late, man.
Yeah, I just came off of work, B.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. So like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
Peace.